Wait for that green light. We are ready to go back. And are we on yet? We on yet? We on yet? I think we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for another day of rugby league action. And today, guys, we've got the New Zealand Warriors going up against the North Queensland Cowboys. Now, this is going to be a bit of a difficult match to read, this one, because realistically, one team should be heavy favourites for this and the other one shouldn't, on kind of what we saw pre-season and what we've seen so far this season-ish. Then you go and have a look at the form of the last 3 weeks, and the other team should actually be quite heavy favourites. So it's very difficult to read this game here. And the Warriors do come into this game as the favourites, deservedly, based on the fact that they do have a decent-ish team. But in the same sense, they haven't been getting the results this year, realistically, and people have been quite disappointed with how the Warriors have been going, as per usual, kind of. That is something that New Zealand do quite frequently, unfortunately to say. The Cowboys, they're coming into this game on a 3-game win streak. However, I will emphasise this. People are really going on about this 3-game win streak. They haven't played anyone of note. Don't talk to me about the Canberra Raiders being anyone of note right now. They have looked like a mess the last couple of weeks. They've looked like a mess this whole season, realistically. So, you know, it's great they beat the Raiders last week. But in the same sense, the other 2 games were the Dogs and the Tigers. So those 2 other games literally are expected that anybody should be beating those 2 teams at the current stage. But last week, you know, the Raiders still have a good team on paper, but they're not doing anything with it. So the Cowboys still need to keep a roll on here. They still need to prove a lot more to me than to think that they're a top 8 team right now, or even a team that is a threat for the top 8 at this current moment. But in the same sense, they're getting the results. So fair enough to them. If they can go 4 in a row, that's a big time play. But yeah, look, I'm going to take the Warriors today. I think the Warriors on the Central Coast are a bit of a different beast to what we normally would see away from home. It's kind of like what they were in New Zealand as well. Home games for them are always a different story to their away games. So no, I think the Warriors do win today. I think they're going to win relatively well. I'll go by about 12 points. I don't rate their spine, though. Like, obviously, Reece Walsh is there. He's a young gun. You can't expect how he performed last week every single week, realistically. But, you know, Wade Egan's there as the hooker. I don't even know who their halves are right now. Obviously, Cody Nicaraema's there, but I think Harris Tavita's out, or Nicaraema could be out. I don't even know what they're looking like right now. Then their fullback, I'm pretty certain, is where Reece Walsh is. Pretty certain. There's always talk about him going to the buddy halves. There's talk about him going everywhere. So, and then you've also got Tuivasa-Sheck there. So where is he playing today? No, so Reece Walsh is actually in the 6 with Nicaraema, obviously in the 7, and Tuivasa-Sheck is playing fullback. Apparently, Fusatua is out for this game too. He just had an injury in the warm-ups. But guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. We're going to be doing both games today, so pretty keen for this one and the next one, because it's going to be difficult. It's 2 difficult games to read. It's not just a simple kind of straight up, this is who's going to win, and just there you go. Quarterback fan says Warriors 24-20. Fair enough, that'd be a good game. Fatima says 22-30 to the Warriors. The BFG podcast says, what about Brett Morris last night, everyone? He cried like a baby. Yes, I know the injury was serious, but it wasn't even that bad. It is just a media play-up. He will come back and they will do the whole miracle comeback scenario. What the absolute shithouse comment is that? That is one of the shittest comments I've actually genuinely ever seen on this channel. Like, that is disgusting. What? Like, the guy has an ACL, right? That is a season-long injury. He probably doesn't come back from that, man. That is a career-ending injury at his age. And that is just such an incredibly disrespectful comment. I'm actually appalled that I even read that out, to be honest with you. Lord Zachary says, did you break your arm, my friend? No, I didn't. What are you talking about? Patacat says, I'll be lying if I wasn't shitting myself when Caceres hit the bar in the last minute. There you go. Patacat says, what was that take? That was a shocking take. Like, that is it is absolutely horrific take. Wisdom Pelican says, hi, Blaze. Hello, Wisdom Pelican. How you doing, champion? Stephen Warren says 32-24. I think you got on the Warriors there. Can the Warriors score 32 points, though? Cowboys are, you know, they do leak a few points here and there, but the Warriors scoring a few points is also, must be your sleeve shirt. You talking about? Huh? I'm just wearing a jumper right now. What's going on here? Did I break my arm? No, this is just a jumper, man. What are you talking about? What's going on here? First we got someone insulting Brett Morris, and then we got someone thinking I broke my damn well arm. But the Cowboys and Warriors are coming out here. Cowboys team today, Holmes is the fullback with Felt and Taulagi at the wingers. O'Neill and Lemalou as the centres. Drinkwater, Hampton in halves. Hess and McLean as the front rowers. Robson as a hooker with Wright, Condon and Tamalolo as the second rowers there. They've got a decent-ish team, but not really. This is actually Tamalolo's first game back since he broke his hand. I think in round 1, was it? Or round 2 that he broke his hand? I'm not too sure. But yeah, unfortunately, he has missed quite a lot of this season. Which does kind of lead me to believe the Cowboys could be up for this one. It doesn't lead me to it. But Tamalolo is not exactly the ultimate game changer in my personal opinion compared to what people do assume. I think he's one of the better players in the competition, obviously, and I think that as the lock position, he is primo. But in the same sense, I don't think he completely changes this team overall. It does bring a bit more quality to the team, though. Blaze YouTube says, but you don't look at your lock to win games, is what I'm saying. Blaze YouTube says, hopefully O'Neill is not offside. Oscar Hetherington says, broke both hands, same bones too. Gee whiz, that one, buddy, sucks. Reese Dumbledore says 36-22 to the Warriors. High scoring game there. Geez, you're not backing in giving up 22 points. Scoring 36 is good, but that's a lot of points to be in this game right now. A lot of points. Okay, so here we go. The Cowboys will start kicking off, and 1 second, let's get this all up and running. Now, guys, obviously I wasn't able to do the Roosters Knights game last night, but gee whiz. I actually, funnily enough, tipped the Roosters in my BKR Sport tipping competition, but I told you guys the Knights. For some reason, I don't know why, I thought I tipped the Knights in the tipping competition. I wanted to stay straight with it, but no, I actually apparently tipped the Roosters, which was shock, which was good because they absolutely flogged them. But the game has kicked off, and the Warriors will start off with the ball here. BFG Podcast says, I thought you guys were open to freedom of speech, but obviously I was wrong. They're just my opinion. Take it or leave it. You don't have to like, obviously, someone with me with controversial opinions. You can have your opinion, man. It's a horrific and disrespectful opinion, that one. I mean, in regards to Brett Morris, it is horrific. I'm not saying you can't have it, man. I did read it out, and that's fine for you to have it, but it's a terrible opinion, man. Like, it's terrible. The guy has an ACL, anterior cruciate ligament injury, which means he will be out for the season. And at his age, he won't be back next year. If he does come back, he probably won't be as good as he is. And I don't think he's going to do it. And that's why he walked around the field after the game did his best to walk around the field, because he knows that that's probably it for him. One of the best wingers of all time. And, like I said, it's fine that you have your opinion, but I also have an opinion, and that opinion is allowed to respond to a comment like that. Blake to Go says, can you stream the Brisbane Roar game on Wednesday? I absolutely will be. I'll be doing both games on the A-League this week. I told you guys, weekdays I do it. I was just very sick last week. Reese says, kick him. BFG Podcast says, isn't welcome on the World Wide Web. Just because I have unique opinions doesn't mean I should not be welcome anywhere. I didn't say that you weren't welcome, mate. If I didn't want you here, I'd just hide you from the channel. It'd take you 1 second to hide you from the channel. You're actually making this bigger than it actually is. So I'm just responding to your horrific take on the Brett Morris injury. It's just me replying. It's like you can't seem to handle when someone has a different opinion to you, because no one else here is getting so upset. Like, why are you getting so upset? It's what you said was disrespectful, but like, that's your opinion. It's all good, man. Zane Loder says, hi, hello mate, how you doing? And fit tackle here, the Cowboys going to boot this bad boy up right on top. Warriors here, good take, very good take there, very good take. Mackenzie Poyer says, nice hat. Yeah, it's a Reds hat. It's a Queensland Reds. Good, nice little hat. I had it for a while, though. Anderson Lowe says, hi. Zane Loder says, not a Roosters fan, but did you see Sam Walker? Yeah, fantastic. He's a fantastic player, man. Young gun coming through the ranks. Would love to see the Roosters go well with him, to be honest with you. They're obviously got the massive injury curse right now, the Roosters. It's just ridiculous how many injuries that team has. So, look, I'm pretty fine to be taking out the... Oh, here we go. Set restart with the Warriors. Chance here to us. The check gets out the right-hand side here. Here we go. The Warriors are away here. Down the wing. Murdoch Masilla on the wing, by the way. Betting Murdoch Masilla on the wing. And he gets a good chunk too. So first tackle here with the Warriors, left-hand side. They've got plenty of space out here. Get that ball out to the left-hand side here. Reece Walsh steps on the inside. Taken down 15 metres out. Set restart again here for the Warriors. Here we go. Chance here. Chance here for the Warriors. First tackle. 15 metres out. Gets it offside. Oh, it's a try time for the Warriors. That's a try. I think it's a try. He could have knocked that on, but I'm pretty certain it's a try. I'm pretty certain this is a try. I think this bounces from the ball going to the ground and then bouncing up. I'm pretty certain that it's a try, but we'll check this one. We will check this one. Mackenzie Poyer says, I'm a Manly fan. Well, you had a good crack yesterday, but of course you did lose to the Panthers in a relatively tight one there, considering. I'm pretty certain this pops up because it bounces off the ground. But this is a great play here to get this offload away. He's actually got his arm on top of him already, mind you. I'm pretty certain he gets this down. It bounces up because... Oh, actually, no. I am wrong. But I want to go back and look at the Valentine Holmes. Valentine Holmes has his hand on him. And also, that's a strip, mind you. He's stripping that ball. But as the game... That's a strip. That is a strip. But does he put the ball down here? Josh Curran loses that ball, but Valentine Holmes clearly strips it, and then Curran regathers it. Sorry? I'm not too sure at that one. I think that's gonna be a no try. But I thought the Valentine Holmes was in the. He's allowed to do that. He's allowed to distribute it 1-on-1 anyway. But it was in the motion of scoring a try. But I saw Valentine Holmes have his hand all over the ball there, and as the ball came out, you saw his hand collapse, grasp, which means he was putting pressure on his hand to pull it, which means that's a strip, which means that when Josh Curran from the Warriors actually regathers that and puts it down, would that not be a try? Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'm just throwing that out there. That was my opinion from my first take of that. Blaze YouTube says, do you rate Reece Walsh, BKR? Yeah, absolutely. I think he's a nice little player. I think the Broncos, ridiculous to lose him, but unfortunately for the Broncos, a lot of their young kids are starting to realise that they're not the be-all and end-all anymore of Queensland, let alone of the entire NRL. So third tackle here, so they're going to have to start really... basically, I won't say actually what's been happening, but it's been coming for a long time. Fourth tackle here for the Cowboys, and they're 15 metres out here from the Warriors line. Mackenzie Porter says, who do you think will win? I've taken the Warriors, and realistically, I think they should be up 4-0 here with a kick to come, but it's not going to be the case. Cowboys here, put the boot up here. Good take. Kenny Mamalo with a great take there. Molly Jack says, you did not stream the AFL game yesterday. I did, but I had internet problems last night, and I was really struggling. We had about 30 people on the chat, which was actually impressive for my first AFL stream. But considering the results, I'm kind of glad that kind of stuffed up. But no, it sucked. My first AFL stream, we had a lot of internet problems. Yeah, it was a bit of a difficult one, that one. Blazy says, Warriors by 13 plus my tip. I wouldn't disagree with you. Not that I think the Warriors are any good. I just think that the Cowboys are hiding behind some results that are favourable for them against teams that are favourable for them. Gets the offload away here, the Warriors, and they're 30 metres out from their own line. And the Warriors are a favourable-ish game for them too. But overall, I just think that the Warriors should be able to do this. And if they don't, it tells you a lot more about the Warriors this year than it does about the Cowboys. Dan Canali says, BFG calling someone a sook who just had their career taken away from them is ridiculous. You're a goose. Your opinion, man. He can't have a crack at that opinion because we're all entitled to our opinions. So second tackle here, 33 metres out here from their own line. The Cowboys will have the ball. Rapid Fire TV says 16-12 to the Warriors. Oh, good offload there by the Cowboys, and they're going to get to about 45 metres out here from their line. I actually think this is a closer... I think this will be, like I said, 12 points. I think Warriors by 12 is what I would say. I wanted to say 14, but I won't say 13 plus. I think the Cowboys have enough about them, especially with Tamalolo coming back. But in the same sense, does Tamalolo have the same impact with the new rules that he did when we were going through that grindy period of the NRL in the last, 5-10 years? I think the game really started to change around 2007, actually, when the Titans came in. Not because of the Titans necessarily, just because that's when that's too hard of a kick. Too hard of a kick, and it goes out for a 7-tackle set in for the Warriors. I think the game really started to change from the olden day style around that 2005-2007 area. And then the game has obviously changed from 2019 onwards, realistically. So Tamalolo is still one of the primo locks in the competition, but is he as impactful as he has been in previous years, where it's been a lot slower of a game that he can just go bang, bang, grind, bang, grind. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like bang, 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 bang. There's no grind. There is literally no grind in the game anymore, in my opinion. Which is something that he would have really been, he was really good at. Dan Calais says, do you think Holmes is a shoo-in for Queensland this year? No. If so, what position would you play him? No. Third tackle here, I don't think Valentine Holmes should be on the Queensland team at all. But if he does, then I just don't think that he won't. Well, I don't know why he would warrant a spot right now. Warriors here, Reece Walsh, nice little run through there, 35 metres out here in the Cowboys line. Mackenzie Porter says, I might be thinking there's a chance of Manly to win against the Warriors. You'd expect, I would say Manly should beat the Warriors, in my opinion. So, NRL. NRL, that's an unbelievable try. NRL with a dummy. That's a brilliant try there from Cody NRL. And the Warriors up 4-0 here with a kick to come, 7 minutes in. That was a very nice try there. Blaze YouTube says Ponga or AJ for fullback. I go Ponga with AJ on the wing. That's my personal opinion. I go Ponga with AJ on the wing. And honestly, if you want to bring Valentine Holmes in, then you put him on the wing there, opposite AJ. But you have to have Ponga and AJ in the team. Even though Ponga hasn't really done anything this year besides that one game against the Sharks. And AJ Brimson hasn't really done much this year either, in my opinion. But they're the two clear favourites for that fullback position. And I really think you should be putting both those guys in the team because they both have the special ability. And a fullback translates to a winger much better than a centre. But Cody NRL there with a nice little dummy. Dummy's it inside. Doesn't obviously get Holmes to bite on that. And then NRL puts it over the line for a try time, baby. So Warriors up 4-0 here. Do I rate Nicarima? Not really, but I think that was very good. Blaze says, you think Coates will get an origin role? Shit, man. I just forgot about Coates. I don't think he's as good as everyone makes him out to be, but I think he is still good. Don't get me wrong. If anything, you would put him over. It's between him and Valentine Holmes for that wing position, in my personal opinion. But I think that you probably do put Coates in. You probably do for his pace. I think that he has brought a lot more to the Broncos-ish than... Oh, I don't know. That's tough. Like, based on history, you take Holmes. Based on history, but I guess based on youth, 1 second, converts it. So we 6-0 here to the Warriors with 31 minutes 44 to go here the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. We are on our way to 10,000. Let's bloody whack it on home, baby. But yeah, look, I'd probably take Coates over for the youth prospect. I think Holmes is like 27, 28, which is still quite young, but he shouldn't have gone to the NFL. That's just as straight up as that. He probably would have stayed as the best winger in the game, or even fullback I think he wanted to go to, which he is now, but I don't rate him as a fullback. I rate him as a winger. He was the best winger in the competition when he was wing for the Sharkies and for Queensland. Intercept king, basically. But then when he went to fullback, he just hasn't had that same ability, in my personal opinion. Dan Canali says, Ponga fullback, Holmes and Felt Coates wingers, and I'd play Brimson 14. Nah, I'd be putting Brimo over winger over Valentine Holmes or Coates right now. But I would say Ponga deserves that fullback role, absolutely. Till Chunga says, I went with Coates and Holmes on the wings and Thompson at 18th man. I don't know how Thompson goes now. I don't know what his injury's like. He got injured against the Broncos on Friday night. It was an ankle injury. I don't know how long it is. But there's no way you leave out Brimson from the team. There's absolutely no way you leave out Brimson. Oh, Warriors knock on here. Warriors knock on. So the Cowboys will get the ball here. 30 metres out from the Warriors line. That's a weird mistake to make there, and especially coming off a point scoring game. Lockerman House says, hello, how did the Broncos go, BKR? I don't know why you're shushing me when you're a Dragons fan. Considering the last time the Dragons played the Titans knocked the Dragons out of the race for the finals, and we finished above you last year. So I'd probably pipe down there, Dragons fan, considering you've also lost, 2-3 games in a row now as well? Why is a Dragons fan having a crack? Gee whiz. They, out of all the teams to have a crack, it's the absolute bottle jobs. We bottled it on Friday, but the Dragons having a crack at the Titans, like, give me a break, my man. A Dragons fan's talking shit? Like, what? So, Cowboys here, they're 15 metres out here from the line. That's a knock-on from Valentine Holmes. There's your Queensland winger, lads. Oh, man. Look at that, we win today. Brother, you better hope so. You're playing the Tigers, mate. You better hope so. You're playing the damn well West Tigers champion. Holy shit, a Dragons fan's talking shit. Like, that will do me. But, what are we, 10 years ago? Since, like, holy shit, man. What are you doing? Get back in your hole, mate. Blazy says, Broncos got luck after Brimo sin bin. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's all part of footy, man. Unfortunately, we lost that one, but... You know, it's not the end of the season. That's if we lose the Tigers next week, then I would start to doubt our top 8. If we lose the Tigers next week, then I doubt our top 8. So Warriors with the ball here on their own 20-metre line after the first tackle mistake by Queensland's winger Valentine Holmes. I don't know why I'm insulting Queensland here. I'm a Queenslander. Dan Canali says, do you know why Warriors got rid of Papali'i? Bad move. Yeah, very bad move. He's been very good. He didn't have the same impact with the Warriors as he's had with the Eels, and that just works with some players. But Isaiah Papali'i is one of the... he's probably he's equal with David Fafita for signing the season. Equal with David Fafita for signing the season. Here we go. Chance here for the Warriors. 40 metres out. The Cowboys. That knock-on will really prove costly here. Amelia K says, hi. Hello, Amelia. Tough one last night, eh? Third tackle here for the Warriors. Right-hand side. Here we go. Chance here. Nicarima gets it off to Benny Murdoch-Masila, who has actually been decent this year too. BFG Podcast says they are reporting here on the New Zealand feed that they could be home July 1st. The Warriors. That'd be awesome to see. I know Wellington Phoenix are getting 2 home games in Wellington and Auckland before the season finishes, but that'd be so good to see the Warriors get back home this year. Fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 13 metres out here from the line. Left-hand side. Gets it up to Tuivasa-Sheck. Reece Walsh outside left-hand side. Fifth tackle here. You need to kick it. Offload it. Doesn't matter. Do something. Get something going. What are you doing, bro? Pass the ball. It's fifth tackle, my dude. What are you doing? What do you mean looking to get it free? He had that free about 4 times. That's a terrible decision there. Who's number 3 for the Warriors? This is why I don't like listening to commentators sometimes. What are you talking about? He's trying to get that free. He had that 3 about 4 times with the ability to offload it, but he was selfish and tried to run it himself out of the tackle. Like, come on, man. Thomas Watson says, who do you think will finish top point scorer with Adam Reynolds injured? David Fafita? Nah. Who's up there right now? Who's up there? Johnson will be there because he does score a lot of tries and warrants it. But in the same sense, it's always going to be a kicker. You'd say Cleary. You'd have to say Nathan Cleary. Because he can score tries, and obviously he does take the kicks as well. So you'd have to align with Nathan Cleary there, but it's tough. But fifth tackle here for the Cowboys, 45 metres out from the line. I believe, Amelia, that it was a bit dodgy in that last minute last night, but it is what it is, especially with the last 10 seconds. Oh, Mamala's away here. 35 metres out here from their own line. Mamalo, gee whiz, there you go. Oh, that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty to the Warriors there. Come on, my dude. Come on. Blazy says Munster the best kicker. Munster is the worst conversion kicker I've ever seen. No, he's not the worst, but he was bad. Like, he was bad, man. He was bad with his goal kicking. Dan Canali says, Cats got robbed. That definitely went 50. Absolutely, Dan Canali. Absolutely. But I won't get started on that damn Wildcats game. That was very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. But fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They're, 38 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side, Wade Egan gets it to Nicarima. Nicarima underneath. Tuivasa checks through here. That's an easy try for the Warriors. Boom! That's a try for the Warriors. That was a brilliant play from the Warriors too, mind you. Tuivasa Shek coming in underneath with the hole. And my goodness me, you've got to appreciate that one. Tuivasa Shek blows through there. Number 4 for the Warriors. So I'm not actually sure who that is for the Warriors, but he will score a try there. Brilliant try, in my opinion. Mitch Moses says, do you think Tigers will beat the Dragons? I did say that, yeah. I thought it was crazy. Yeah, I know. I switched my tip, but wow, look at that from Tuivasa Shek. I'll answer that question a bit more in a second here. But Tuivasa Shek just blows through them. Absolutely blows through them. So that KO's been stuffing up a lot recently. It's actually weird how much they're stuffing up. Benjamin Tan says, hello, LMI. Matt Yapoon says, Rapana always does a good job. Yes and no. He's very 50-50. But Rocco Berry, it's his first try, and he's played 2 games, by the way. That's why I didn't know who he was. That's his second game of his career. He's got a try. Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Mackenzie Porter says, Tom Turbo is speedy, manly player. Yeah, he's one of the best fullbacks, if not the best fullback in the game. Obviously, everyone says Tedesco, but Trbojevic, when he's fit, is my favourite player to watch in the game, and when he's fit, is my best player, my best fullback. I believe he is better than Tedesco when fully fit, but he's just a lot injured 99% of the time. Thomas Watson says, Ryan Pappenhausen over Nathan Cleary for top scorer. No, I'll go Cleary. Ooh, he's missed it off the post, 10-0. Jeez, he misses the kick there. Zane Lyles says, in the future for Queensland, do you think the hammer will be there? I would assume so. You'd hope so. In the same sense, I think he would be better in a better team. Like, look, I don't think the Dearden signing really does anything for the Cowboys. I'm sorry to say this, Cowboys fans, but I'm not a big fan of Dearden overall. I'm not a big fan of this Cowboys team going forward. And I think Tamalolo knows that, and that's why there has been media reports about him searching. But like I said, there is that impact factor that does come in with the Tamalolo factor. I don't understand why people are really hyping up the Cowboys for next year and stuff like that. It doesn't really make sense. They're not getting the same Bulldogs hype pre-season. They're not getting that hype at all. But, they're in a similar book to what the Bulldogs were being talked about last year, with just some random signings. It's not like they're picking up anyone of real kind of quality note. But, that's just my opinion. Matty Poon says, the hammer has to be in mind for sure. Imagine how tired they'll be in Origin with new rules. Yep, that too. Well, set restart was there last year, so set restart was there last year in the Origin. Mackenzie Porter says, would the hammer throw at the Cowboys? What? Blaze YouTube says, Dearden is arse. He is overrated. What did he do for Brisbane? Bingo. Peter Tabuya says, who would be the best team in the next 10 years? Look, I'll give you a biased opinion if you want, but I could also give you a no. Oh, it's going to be a penalty here. The Warriors 20 metres out. Late tackle on Reece Walsh. The Warriors are going to get a free set of 6 here, 20 metres out. But if you're going to look at youth teams and you're going to look at teams building and look at teams coming forward, obviously Panthers, the Titans will be there. Sorry to say this, lads, but once they can, probably improve their halves/hooker role, not that I think Mitch Rain's bad, but I just think it's better. They'll be there. The Rabbitohs are, maybe not, actually. The Rabbitohs, we'll see how their half situation goes. Ooh, that's a high tackle, but it's not going to be off like they're saying there with Cohen Hess. That is very late, though. Oh, jeez. That is a very late hit there. That is a very, very late hit there. But it's probably not high, but it will be a penalty there for sure. So Cohen Hess there will probably go on report here. He's not going to go to the bin here. There's no way. There's no way there's a bin here. Oh, that's... Okay, so on report, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty. Yes, a fair call. Fair call there by the referee. You can't complain with that one. That is definitely a penalty. KO messes up yet again. But that is definitely a penalty here. And the Warriors from right in front. I don't think you take the 2 here from the Warriors. I do like it to go for the 6, especially when you're on the front foot and killing them. You just got to read the game. Read the game right now, and they're going to go for the 2. You're kidding. Like, you're kidding, my dude. You're not going for the 2. You are going for the 2. Like, brother, read the floor. Read the room. Read the game. Why would you go for the 2 here? You're absolutely monstering the Cowboys on every single aspect. This is not rugby union. You don't take the penalty. Rugby union, it makes sense. Rugby union, it makes sense. Taking the 2 here to make it 12, I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense. The Warriors are on the front foot. They're slowing the play down. The Cowboys are catching the breath, and the momentum is killed. The momentum is now killed for the Warriors. Brother, you need to be going for the try in this situation. Peter B says, I reckon the Bulldogs. For what? Bulldogs? No. The Bulldogs don't have a good team going forward. I'm sorry, they're getting players in. Not really that good. Burton is good in a good team. Is he going to be good at the Dogs? You know, Adokar is a glorified finisher, right? That's 12-0 here for the Warriors after 18 minutes here. Adokar is a glorified finisher. He's not the greatest winger outside of his finishing, but his finishing is the best in the league, right? He's the best player. He's the speediest player. You give him the ball, he's got some space, game over, try time. But overall, he's not the greatest of wingers outside of that. He does his job at a high level, but still, like, he's not going to be the guy that changes the game for you. A winger shouldn't be the guy that changes the game for you. You have to look at your spine. If Burton's going into the halves, he's not even playing in the halves at Panthers right now. He's playing in the centres right now at the Panthers. So he's going to a completely different position. Now, do I think Burton can be a good player? Absolutely, I think he can be a good player. But there's nothing really to prove it just yet in regards to going to a shithouse team and being that guy to take that team to the next step. And he says it doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense? Mackenzie Porter says, who won the wooden spoon? Raiders or Bulldogs? Raiders? Raiders ain't getting the spoon. They look shithouse right now, but they're not a wooden spoon team. They're still on the brim of top 8 team. They're still a top 8 team for now, but in the same sense, they are falling apart. But just like the Titans, man, they're just in a bad run of form. You know, just in a bad run of form. They just need to get out of it. The Titans are on that. This is their last chance this week against the Tigers. But the Raiders still have a last chance after this game. They have a quality team. Unfortunately, it's just not working out for them. So Warriors here with the ball, 35 metres out from their own line here. Thomas Watson says, your least favourite player and team. Least favourite player? I'd go Tyson Gamble. But Warriors here with the ball and Broncos. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 45 metres out here from the Cowboys line, but it is fifth tackle. Pass it to Reece Walsh. He steps on the inside. Get the offload away. That was really inexperienced there, but it's going to fall away here for NRL. NRL's going to break through here. Oh, no. This is a try here for the Warriors. Oh, no. Oh, Reece Walsh, why is he stepping on the inside there? He gets the offload away. Benny Murdoch-Masila. Benny Murdoch-Masila. Benny Murdoch-Masila. Nice little follow through, and the Warriors take another try here. Make it 16-0 with a kick to come. 19 minutes gone. Oh, gee, mama. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Now, can we return to what I was saying at the beginning of the game, please? Can I return to the beginning of the game when I said the Cowboys haven't beaten anybody in the last 3 games when they won 3 games in a row? They beat the Tigers, just, mind you, had a big first half, nearly collapsed, so to the Tigers, who are probably going to come last or second last this year. Gave up 18 points to the Dogs and weren't exactly clearing out definitive winners there. They were the winners, fair enough, but in the same sense, it was the Dogs and still gave up 3 tries there. And then they played the Raiders, who honestly have been the most bland and disrupted team of this season so far. Realistically, they looked like the biggest disappointment of the year. So they haven't really played anybody, and now they're playing a team who really isn't anybody either. And they're getting killed early days here. Now, is it over? Absolutely not. No way. The game's still, it's not on, but it could still be on with a try to the Cowboys at any stage. But the Cowboys need to be next to score. And the Warriors are killing them right now. They're slaughtering them. I haven't seen a positive from the Cowboys at all. No one's played well. I haven't noticed Tamalolo, haven't noticed Valentine Holmes besides that knock on early days. Like, where are the big boppers here for the Cowboys? These are the guys that need to be doing something. These are the guys that need to be refreshing the team and really getting the team back on the front foot. No one's here. Jared Force says, kia ora, bro. Hope you're well. Blaze YouTube says, another Queensland derby next week. Really? Is it Broncos Cowboys? Oh, that's a shit-ass game. I'd probably take the Broncos at this point, but in the same sense, they're not that great. Beat the Titans, but the Titans basically beat themselves with that defense. Holy shit. But 21 minutes gone here in this game. It's 18-0 to the Warriors. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe if you are new around here. Harry Jones says, come on, what about Jackson Tapine for the Dogs? Any good? Wait, what's that question about? Like, what are you referencing? As in, you said, come on, so I'm assuming he must be going somewhere, or are you saying, is he going to the Cowboys? Or because when I see Tapine, I think of Tarpanay, but that's for the Raiders. If you're Jackson Tapine, I'm not too sure. Derek Knight is glad at the Bulldogs? I'm not too sure. I don't know a great deal of the Bulldogs team, to be honest with you. We stream their games every single week, but like their team's not good, so you don't really kind of focus on who they've got, really. Mackenzie Poise says, Titans any good for you? Absolutely. They still make the 8 this year if they beat the Tigers this week. Not because the Tigers are any good, but like I said in previous streams, the first game against Manly was an ambush. Tom Trbojevic first came back, so you kind of have an excuse there because Manly were just on another level that day, out in Mudgee, very difficult game. Titans got absolutely pumped, but you can kind of forgive it based on the fact it was a bit of an ambush. Rabbitohs, up 24-10 first half, looked fantastic. Second half, fall down 40-30. You can make an excuse based on the fact that it's the second best team in the comp, and the Rabbitohs are always the best team in the comp in the second half, and just flew home in that one. But it started to kind of bring to light the defensive issues. The game against the Broncos is kind of the last wake-up call. This is the wake-up call, right? You're playing a team that is shithouse. Your defense really is what cost it, and 22-0 up, you fell apart. So that's the game where the fans are like, okay, that's the wake-up call. Next week, you have to win. If you don't win, then we're probably going to, forget about your top 8 chances this year, sorry. And they play the Tigers. So if they lose to the Tigers, they won't make the 8. If they beat the Tigers, I definitely still think they're a top 8 team. But here we go. So it's going to be Cowboys with the ball here. 40 minutes out. They're going to get set restart. They need to score. They need to score beforehand. Christian Care says, who is the best team in Queensland? Oh, Gold Coast, clearly. Clearly. 1 Broncos win out of 2, by the way, mind you. Titans beat the Broncos literally a month ago. So 1 from 2 doesn't make them the best team, especially when they're still bottom 3. And guess what? That's a Cowboys knock-on. That's a Cowboys knock-on. Broncos is also current wooden spooners, so riddle me that. BFG Podcast says, have you heard about Sean Johnson going to rugby? No, I think that's a beat-up. Speaking about your media beat-up that you were talking about before, I think that, that's clearly a knock-on there, I think. Did he even drop that? Did he even drop that? I was looking at the hand. Oh, look at that. KO is messed up again. Wow, that's a surprise. I have to click out of it and go back to click on live. Does he lose this? I don't know if he even loses this. It hasn't lost it at all here. Nah, I think that they're just... no, it's not. It's going to be a successful challenge here. Cowboys will keep this ball. Dejan Levant says, who did you tip for Tigers Dragons? I've actually gone for a crazy one here, man. I've gone for a crazy one. Tigers have a very good record in Wollongong. They have a very, very, very good record in Wollongong. I think the Tigers come last or second last this year, more than likely last. But they're also more than likely second last because the Dogs are that bad. But I think the Tigers are definitely a bottom 2-3 team. But I think that down there and also Michael Maguire has a very good record against the Dragons. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like the Tigers might be able to sneak it today. They're very big underdogs. They're very, very big underdogs. I think they're like $4 to win. But the Dragons are an infamous collapsing team, and what do you have it? They've already started their collapse early days. But if they win, it's expected. If they lose, it's crazy. Oh, good. It's a knock-on from the Cowboys. They're losing the ball left, right, and centre here so far. Oh my goodness me. Jeez. So that's a knock-on again from the Cowboys there, and the Warriors will get the ball here. I think the Cowboys have literally knocked it on more times than I've been watching this game. I think they've knocked it on more than 22 times in this game, basically, and it's been 22 minutes. Every time the Cowboys have the ball, they drop it. Every single time the Cowboys have the ball, they drop it right now. FNQ Outdoor Adventure says, I wouldn't believe anything about Sean Johnson, guys, until you see it. It's only media crap. I've been saying this for weeks. I believe Sean Johnson stays. I believe Chad Townsend got basically booted so that they could free up some cap space for Adam Reynolds. I believe that Adam Reynolds and Sean Johnson will play in the team next year. Sean Johnson will be on a much lesser contract. He's put his hand out for a lot of teams, especially the Warriors twice, who have rejected him. I think that he's done that because he knows the Sharks are offering him, but it's a lot less than what he wants. And I think that he's going to have to take the last-dish offer there to get what he wants. I don't think that the Broncos are any kind of chance. I think they're putting all their eggs in the one basket there with Adam Reynolds. And I think that if Adam Reynolds goes there, I think he'll know that the Sharks are a genuine premiership contender next year. They're genuine. They're probably my top 3. And they're in the top 3, top 4 for me next year and have a good chance of winning it if Adam Reynolds and Sean Johnson are in that team, because they've got a good fullback. Their hooker is nice. He's not great, but he's nice. And they've got a decent little team there. Unfortunately, they just don't have the ultimate direction right now. And Chatty Townsend, as much as I love him, is a bit bland. Doesn't really have that absolute excitement about him. And that's another reason why with the Cowboys next year, I'm not as hyped up anywhere near as many as people are. So fifth tackle here for the Warriors here. They're 30 metres out from the Cowboys line. And they go to the left-hand side here. Reece Walsh, he boosts this bad boy up. Left-hand side. Wow, where's the Cowboys defence here coming to try and get this tackle on there? Oh, wow, I thought he got tackle on there. Dan Canelli says, I see a lot of experts putting in their origin teams already, and a lot of them are not picking Gerbo, Jake Trbojevic, for anyone out there. Do you think he deserves his spot back if he hasn't put a foot wrong? What I can see so far. Who are they putting in over him? Who are they putting in over Jake Trbojevic? Because obviously there's 2 front rowers. Who are they putting in over him? Are they putting in Fisher Harris or something like that? Because Fisher Harris is the form front rower of the comp right now, in my personal opinion. Who are New South Wales putting in? Who are these experts-ish putting in as their front rowers there for New South Wales? Because he is clear. Well, Jake Trbojevic is lock, isn't he? He's lock, isn't he, actually? Why am I saying front row? He's lock, sorry. Jeez, I'm all over the shop. I think Cameron Murray probably gets it. The game has gone away from Jake Trbojevic. Oh, good take. That's tackle in air. Oh, he bounced off him, but technically, he does hit him there. But 15 minutes to go here, guys. The first half, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. But yeah, for lock, I would probably say Cameron Murray. Because I think the game suits Cameron Murray a lot more nowadays than it does Jake Trbojevic. But I do think Jake has done what he's needed to do. BG Podcast says, do you think Morris would have made Origin if he didn't get injured last night? Yes. Yes, I do. Absolutely. He was the best winger in the comp. He was the best winger in the comp. Oh, no, Brian to O. Brian to O and Morris would have been bloody unreal there for wingers. But then again, Tupou's there too. But it would have been good to see Brett Morris there. But then again, can you drop Tupou? I'm not too sure. Because you have to be putting in Brian to O this year. You have to be putting in Brian to O. Oh, knock on for the Cowboys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's another knock on. Guess what, baby? That's literally probably 6 knock-ons, 7 knock-ons in the first 26 minutes. Wow. Harry Jones says, mate, your commentary is bloody brilliant. New Zealand's so-called expert commentators are shite. Sure, come over. Appreciate you, my dude. We're here basically every game, my man. So obviously subscribe if you're new around here and smash that thumbs up button. But we will be doing that game after this as well. Oh, my God, that knock-on is so bad. That knock-on is so damn well bad from Kyle Felt. He wasn't even looking at the ball. He was looking in front of him. That's why he drops the ball there. So the Warriors will get the ball here from about 15 metres out, and surely they score here. Thomas Watson says, have you seen Chad Townsend's YouTube channel? I have. Yes, Chaddy Townsend. He's a good bloke. He kind of gave me the bit of a cold shoulder a few years ago. But, it is what it is. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. F&Q Outdoor Adventure says, unfortunately, Morris did his ACL. They are saying it's career ending, so see how he goes, poor dude. Yeah, no. That's what we were saying. If he didn't get injured last night, would he have made it? And I'm like, yeah, I think he probably does with to O. But can you drop Tupou, who hasn't really done anything wrong, but hasn't really had a great season either? So second tackle here with the Warriors, 5 minutes out from the try line. Here we go, NRL. It's gone backwards here. Cowboys nearly gets it. No, it will be Warriors ball, but they're going to lose about 10 metres here. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 20 metres out from the Cowboys line. And Reece Walsh will pass it off here. Tohu Harris. Buddy, he's a great lock, son. I tell you what, Tohu Harris, I underrated him pre-season too. So fourth tackle, right-hand side, Reece Walsh. Walsh here underneath, gets to NRL. NRL here, 2 of us a check. Oh, good little blockage there. Very nice blockage there by the Cowboys. But he's still going here. He gets the offload away. And the winger here for the Warriors is going to have to throw it back in. And it's going to be taken by the Warriors still. How is this ball still alive? So fifth tackle here for the Warriors. 5 minutes out here from the Cowboys line. 2 of us a check with the ball. Wade Egan's going to go outside here to NRL. NRL over the top. Nice little dinky-dink kick. And easy take by Valentine Holmes. I think they're trying to say that there was a bit of a shepherd there, but not really. They're going to check a penalty here, I think. I think they're going to check to see if a player has been shutted off the ball. I think they're going to check if he's been shutted off the ball here, and they are going to check if he's been shutted off the ball. So, buddy, I called it early days. Dan Canelli says, can Peyton lose any more hair? Wow, what is going on? These Cowboys are atrocious. Absolutely. But can you blame Todd Payton? This is his first year. He's only been there 8 rounds now. 7.5, technically. This team's been like this since Thurston left. Thurston was the glue. He was. They're all onside there. They're all onside here. This is no try, by the way, guys. They're just checking to see if there's been a shepherd off the ball here. He puts his arm out, but we'll have a look at this a bit closer. I don't necessarily believe he's been taken out, but there's not huge contact. But the Cowboys player does kind of put his arm just out a little bit to the right, just to kind of shutter off the ball. They're both looking at it. He kind of does put his arm out, though. I don't know. This is open to interpretation here. This is open to interpretation. That's probably technically a penalty. That's technically probably a penalty here. I would say that's technically probably a penalty here. So they put the ball down here. He puts his arm out. I would say this is technically a penalty. It's a tough one. It's a rough one, but it's technically a penalty. Did he say no interference? Yeah, okay. I think I would disagree with that. I disagree with that. If you want to go technicality, considering that we're doing a lot of things technicality-wise this year in the referees box and the bunkers box, that is inconsistent. That is incredibly inconsistent. Jared Force says Townsend cold shoulders us. Yes, he did. Gave us a thumbs up when our good luck Michael was blowing on his... No, he did. I was going to do a video with him, and we kind of had something planned, and then he kind of just ignored me. But no, he's all right. It's all part of the game. We get busy. We people get busy. I know all about that with doing like collaborations and stuff like that. But it was a bit of a different story there. But no, he's all right, man. I hope he does well. So third tackle here for the Cowboys. Sorry, they're 45 metres out from the line. Mackenzie Poyer says, would Warriors win in a hammering 56 to defeat Cowboys 19? 56-19. Why are the Cowboys going for a field goal? They're down by 18-0 right now. And also, where is 19 points coming from? So fourth tackle here for the Cowboys. They're lucky not to knock this ball on this set. They've knocked the ball on nearly every other set. So Cowboys here on 20 metres out from the Warriors line. They're actually going to complete a set here unless they knock it on this tackle. They're actually going to complete a set, which is crazy. Oh my God, he's going to do it. They're going to do it here. The Cowboys are going to complete a set. Oh, the Cowboys are going to complete a set. He's done it. He's actually done it. It was the worst complete set I've ever seen because he didn't kick it through or pass it or do anything with it. But like, wowee. That was terrible. That was actually shocking. So I would have rather them knocked the ball on there because then at least it gave an excuse for how bad that play was. Noah Iwasa says, Bunker, what is wrong with you? I know, I agree. I don't get it. Technicality-wise, that's a penalty. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why is that not a penalty? But yet they can call on the forward pass last night and pretend it was a knock-on because that wasn't a knock-on, my man. So they technically ruled the forward pass in yesterday's game between the Panthers and Manly. Thomas Watson says, could you show us what you look like without a cap? There's plenty of videos on my channel that can show you what I look like without a cap, my man. I just haven't gotten a haircut in a long time, and I'm not getting a haircut until we hit 10,000 subscribers, so... when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I probably won't even be wearing hats all the time on streams, to be honest with you. But Cowboys here with the ball, 5 minutes out. Blaze says, take a shot every time Blaze says knock on Cowboys. Man, you'd be drunk already. I think it's been 6 times. You'd definitely have had a few. 6 shots, my goodness me. You would be struggling to watch this stream right now. Blaze says, get a mullet. No, thank you. I'm not from Victoria. Mackenzie Porter says, wow, I think things are too easy with that hat in full time. Not too sure. Aussie Man says, who do you go for? I'm a Titans fan, man. I'm from the Gold Coast. So this week is unfortunate, but, don't you worry. We'll be at Campbelltown next week and we'll have a good crack. That vlog will come out Sunday morning. Dan Kelly says, 10,000 you have to get the pap cut. No, I'm not from Victoria. So fourth tackle here, 42 metres out from their own line, right-hand side here. Cowboys making meters, but offloading the ball too, getting a nice ball away. Here we go, chance here. Taken down, 35 metres out there, Robson with the ball. So fifth tackle here for the Cowboys, right-hand side. Drinkwater kicks it through. No, sorry, Hampton kicks it through, and that's going to be Tuivasa Sheck with the ball, bringing it back past the 10-metre. And the defense in the Cowboys is going to turn out to be okay-ish. They'll get back one. Aussie man, you're going to get timed out, my dude. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to time you out for spamming because I can't read anybody else's comments. So you're not going to be able to comment for 5 minutes now. Catch ya. Alrighty, let's get back. That literally takes 1 second, guys. So if you think you're funny by spamming and shit, it takes literally half a second to time you out. Or even hide you from the channel. FNQ Outdoor Adventures beat you, man, did ya? I'm going to have a look. I'm going to see if you did. You did, you bloody bastard. You got me just. You got me just. I just didn't know if you were still here or what moderators were here. So fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 45 metres out from their own line. Reece Walsh gets it off here. And the Warriors are going to get inside the attacking half through Armour. Here we go. Tafunga. Chaz Tafunga. Fifth tackle. 9 minutes ago. He's lost the ball there. It's gone backwards, but the Cowboys will pick it up here. Cowboys will pick it up. Mackenzie Porter says, would Rabbitohs win 65-60 Titans 6? What's going on here? What's going on there? Jojo Rabbit says, Warriors, let's go! Chee-hoo! First tackle here for the Cowboys. 42 minutes out from the Warriors line. They need to do a lot better than what they're doing, though. It's so bland, so basic, so shithouse. And this is what I'm saying. Like, what does Dearden and Chad Townsend do to change this team around? What does Dearden and Townsend bring excitement-wise? You need excitement in this Cowboys team right now. There is not an exciting player in this team at all. I can't name you an exciting player for me for the Cowboys. And bringing in Townsend and bringing in Dearden is literally the same kind of basic stuff. And Valentine Holmes used to be an exciting player. Not an exciting player anymore, in my opinion. Fourth tackle here for the Cowboys there. 20 metres out here from the Cowboys line. Left-hand side here. Chance here. Forward pass. Knock on. Forward pass. Take the pick. Flip a coin. Which one do you want? Excuse me? How is this Cowboys ball here? 6 more? Hello? Am I drunk? Have I had a few shots? Have I been drinking every time the Cowboys have... How is this Cowboys fresh set of 6 here? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is now a try to Cowboys. What? Bro, I'm just trying to figure out what I've just witnessed. I witnessed a forward pass. I witnessed a knock on. I witnessed a 6 again, and then I witnessed a Cowboys try. How is that a hello? Am I losing my mind here? Did I just see one of the worst referee calls of all time? Firstly, the number 14 for the Warriors, that was just shocking defense. So like the try is fine, but my mind is baffled how they haven't called a forward pass or a knock on. I don't really know about set restart, to be fair, but like I'm trying to comprehend what has happened here. So it's going to be 18-4 here with the kick to come to the Cowboys. Sorry guys, but I couldn't tell you what happened. Christian Cass and the Warriors winger played at the kick. Okay. Molly and Jack says he did not play at that. Yeah, but there was a forward pass from the Cowboys before the kick, and then a knock on. Hello. David Emmaus is just the norms. Christian Kerr says, where was the knock on? That was a kick. Hello, did you see the pass that went about 5 metres forward? Or no, didn't see that one? No, didn't want to catch that one just beforehand? Or, alright. So 6 minutes ago here, first half, let's move on. It's a try, apparently. But a kick to come here for Valentine Holmes from the left-hand side. And he will miss the kick. Oh, that's a shocking kick there. That is a shocking kick. So with 6 minutes left here, it's 18-4 here. And the Warriors do still lead. And they should still lead. They should be up 18-0, but they're not. But that's a bad kick there from Valentine Holmes to miss that one. How do you miss that? It's not actually that. You're a right footer as well, and he will miss it. Jeez, that's shocking. All right, so 6 minutes to go here. How many likes are we on? We are on 34 likes. We got 77 people here. Come on, guys. Let's get up to 40 likes right now. Let's get 6 more. Thumbs up. Bruno down there. Thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you're new around here. And also, if you are a Warriors fan, we do sell these on the BK Sport Redbubble page. So I've got actually a jumper of mine coming through with that. I created all these posters back here. So, definitely cut one if you haven't already. But they have been going really well. The Warriors posters actually been selling really well, actually, which is pretty cool. It's actually my favorite design alongside the Newcastle Knights one that I did, the newer one, which isn't back here. But yeah, check that out. That's in the link over there, by the way, guys, in the pinned comment. But second tackle here for the Cowboys. They're coming off their own line here, 15 metres out from their own line. But Jazz Tavanga is the 14 for the Warriors. BFG podcast says, go imagine what I was saying earlier about Morris crying and the media making a big deal out of it. Come back. I'm just worried they will make fun of it a bit like have but worse on Triple M. I'm not sure. Or Triple J. Oh, 1 second here. Knock on for the Cowboys. No, he catches that ball. Nice catch. 4 tackle. If he comes back next year, then that's fine. But he won't be as good as what... I just think that he retires here. I think he retires. He could come back next year. It's not like he's injured for the rest of his life. What people are saying is that he's older now. He's at the end of his career anyway, and he probably just says, I'm going to hang up the boots now. This isn't the media beating it up, man. It's just common sense, realistically. It really is just common sense in regards to the ACL injury. Logan Step 2 says, guessing Warriors 28, Cowboys 18. Not a bad shout. The Warriors don't have the greatest defense in the world, and the Cowboys definitely don't either. But I don't know how the Cowboys are going to score that many when probably they shouldn't even have 4 right now. But, maybe. See how we go. Oh, high tackle. That's a high tackle. Yep, penalty to the Warriors. Penalty to the Warriors. With 4.5 minutes to go here, they will get probably to about 40 metres out from the Cowboys line, you'd imagine. Jay Dawes says, are you based in New South Wales? Yeah, man, I'm based in Sydney. Obviously, I'm from the Gold Coast, but I'm based in Sydney right now. But that's because it's easy. I planned to do a lot more vlogs than streams this year, so it was very easy for me to get to games a lot more and fly up to the Gold Coast, fly to Melbourne if I wanted to and stuff. But I've really focused on streams this year because you guys have been loving it. We've been growing pretty significant, actually. We were on literally a week and a half ago. On last Wednesday, we were on 8,900, and now we're on 9,300. You know what I'm saying? So You guys obviously love the streams, and I'll keep smashing them out as long as you guys are enjoying them. But with 3 minutes 50 to go, but we will be doing a vlog next week for the Titans and Tigers game at Campbelltown, which will come out on Sunday. So first tackle here for the Warriors. They're 20 minutes out from the Cowboys line. Here we go. Chance to really put the, not the nail in the coffin, but start to, put the little twist in. Start to at least put it on there, getting ready for the hammer. No pun intended, because obviously he blows for the Cowboys and not for the Warriors. But third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 10 metres out. Sport Reaction says, when you only have drink water and homes in your spine, you're in trouble. Bingo. That's a bingo right there, you see? Bing, bing, bingo. All right, NRL here. Third tackle. What are the Warriors doing? Tohu Harris runs at 15 metres out here from the Cowboys line. Fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They don't even necessarily need to try, but you'd like, look at that defence on the left-hand side. Why are you not going on the left-hand side there? Why would you give that to Lisa Narmel to run through the centre when you had space galore on that left-hand side? So left-hand side here, Wade Egan gets it off here, kicks it through. Oh, that's a crack of a hit. Oh, Valentine Holmes has got it, but that is a crack of a hit from the Cowboys. Kyle Felt saves a brilliant try, really. And Todd Curran, Curran, sorry, no, is Tom Curran? Curran, anyway. Got absolutely slapped in that tackle. But first tackle of the Cowboys, they're starting to make a little bit of movement here. Benjamin Tan's Warriors are so far in the lead. Not really. 14 points isn't so far. It's convincingly in the lead, but it's not so far in the lead. Christian Kerr says, did you ever do a vlog for the Rabbits and Titans? Yes, that'll be coming out in a mixture of a vlog with the Manly game that I did vlog as well. I was in Mudgee. Oh, forward pass. Forward pass. Thank you. I was going to say, gee, if you don't call that one, then I'm going to say to riot. I'm going to do what the Tongans did when they got knocked out of the 2017 World Cup and walked through the streets of Sydney. Yeah, that one. But there'll be a forward pass there against the Cowboys, and the Warriors will have the ball on their own 40-metre line. Josh Curran, sorry. Josh Curran. Tom's the cricketer. Thank you. Thank you. It's difficult when I watch so many sports, man. Like, names can easily get jiggled up. Random Parent Frio supporter says, hello, BKR. Hello, mate. Well, you had a... Osman says, I'm back. Yeah, you're back for now. If you do it again, man, I'll just hide you from the channel. So just don't spam, please, dude. Don't spam, my dude. But other than that, no, you're right, man. That's all good. Just get back to chatting and have a good time. But good win for Parramatta yesterday, man. Like, they weren't that good. They weren't great, but at least they got the win is why I'm saying it's good. They proved realistically that they still can struggle quite significantly. And obviously they're not the greatest team since last spread. I do have them in fourth above the Roosters, but they're definitely nowhere near the levels of the Storm, the Rabbits and the Panthers. And I don't care about the result earlier on this season in a one-game situation in torrential conditions in Sydney for Parramatta to be better than the Storm. At left-hand side here, third tackle. Here we go. NRL gets it out too. Oh, good run there by Curran. That was a great line by Curran. And that's a brilliant try. That is a brilliant try there for the Warriors. Ta-ra-time! Warriors! Cowboys, unfortunately, lose the ball again, and the Warriors are absolutely annihilating them right now. The Warriors are absolutely annihilating them. And for me, they're really up about 22-0 right now. But Pompey there with the try there for the Warriors. Look at this. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Pompey just runs on this one. It's close to a forward pass. It is close, but I don't think it is a forward pass here. It's flat. It's flat. That's a great pass there. And Pompey just gets straight past. Is that Kyle Felt there? I can't even see. Yeah, it was Felt. But Felt actually had to come away from his wing there quite considerably, and Pompey with an easy try. Underneath the black dot. Not really, but it's close enough to the post to call it like that. Ricky L says, nice to see you again, bro. Hello, champion. Good to see you. Sport Action says, Blaze, the Cowboys in the 8. If they win, you need them to lose. No, either team gets into the 8 here with a win. Warriors or Cowboys make it into the 8 with a win here. So, Warriors would jump the Titans is what we're referring. What we're referring to here is Warriors, and really what you're referring to is the Titans here. So either way, Warriors or Cowboys go above us. I personally believe that the Cowboys aren't a threat long-term season, which is why I kind of wanted the Cowboys to win here, and because that would kind of prevent the Warriors, who I will say long-term is a potential for the 8 compared. But it's not going to happen. I tipped the Warriors for a reason. They are the better team, and good night, Irene. Ben Baker says, Warriors are crazy. They're not that great, but they're killing a team today that is horrific. So 24-4 is the halftime score. The Warriors looking the goods here. Yes, obviously, bring it back into perspective. They're playing a team that is shocking and is a bottom 14 this year. I don't care about their last 3 results against pretty much no-hopers. And Raiders, you are included in that because this year, realistically, you're a no-hoper. But you're still top 8 team. But this is a good result here for the Warriors to get back into the winners' circle and really start to try and grind this middle part of the season, because the Origin season is when the Warriors usually do their best, because they don't have any players that go for Origin, obviously, whilst your teams like your Storm, your Panthers, your Rabbitohs, actually, funnily enough, the Titans will have quite a few that are out this year as well. Not any more Cowboys or Broncos, stuff like that, but like all your good teams usually in Australia have a lot of players that go off for Origin, so this is the time when the Warriors start to peak up a little bit. But who they're playing next week is the question. Let's have a look at who the Warriors are playing next week to get a really good read about if they can go on a bit of a run here. So they play play Manly at Lotterland. That's actually a difficult-ish match there. It's a very difficult game to read. Ooh, I'm not too sure about that one. I will be streaming that though, but then they play Parramatta for the Magic Round at Suncorp Stadium, which also is a bit of an interesting game there, but I think Eels should win that one. But you can't back in the Eels at all, really. I don't really think the Eels are that good at all. So, we'll see how they go on that one. Quinton Ruteni says, Warriors definitely could be up more points. They should be up 24-0. They should be up 24-0. I don't believe that was a try there. I don't believe that was a try for the Cowboys. But they're doing well here, the Warriors, and I'm loving to see it. By the way, guys, if you're a New Zealand fan and you love your rugby union, we're actually going to be doing some Super Rugby. So the Trans-Tasman, so the Aotearoa competition, that was pronounced incorrectly, but I did my best. Aotearoa, whatever. I do try, guys. I do try. It is over. An Australian competition is over, so... Aotearoa. There we go. Now I was trying to figure out how to pronounce it again. Aotearoa. That's how they do it on the thing. But we're doing the Super Rugby, and that's the Trans-Tasman between the Australian teams and the New Zealand teams. And obviously next year we're going to be doing the Moana Pacifica and Fiji and Drua game. I'm a Fiji and Pacifica. I'm a Fiji and Drua fan due to the fact that obviously my family's Fijian and I've grown up in Fiji. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the Fiji and Drua coming in. But that's next year, so I can't wait to get some rugby games back onto the channel. Mackenzie Poise says, I think Manly will win next week against the Warriors. Oh, that's a big question mark on that one. I think they probably do, but it's a difficult game to read. But guys, like I said, it's at half-time. Let's get to 50 likes before half-time finishes, so 5 likes away. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. Christian Care says, how many games do you try to stream a week? All. This week I'll do 7. I was meant to do 8 last night with an AFL game for the Geelong game, but unfortunately my computer messed up, so I couldn't do it for the Geelong vs Sydney Swans game. But, we usually do about 8 streams, and that's on the weekend. So I do A-League on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If there's an A-League game on for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do those games. Just not last week. I was very sick. But outside of that, so we'll say roughly we usually do about 10 to 12 streams per week, depending on how many games there are. And obviously when I can turn this more into a bit more of a career, I can start doing baseball and NFL and NBA and stuff as well, which is in the day and doesn't affect these NRL and rugby union and stuff games and A-League games. So, but that's a little bit further down the track. BFG Podcast says the New Zealand final is this Saturday. Good stuff there, Causa. Jeez, he was quick to that one. The New Zealand final is this Saturday along with the Australian final. Yeah, man, isn't it? Is it Brumbies and Reds and Chiefs and Crusaders? Chiefs Crusaders will be a good game. I know the Chiefs just lost the Blues, but Chiefs Crusaders will be a good game there. Chiefs are my New Zealand team. They had a very tough year last year when we were streaming. They didn't win a game at all last year, but Chiefs are my New Zealand team because of their active involvement in Fiji over the years, and Crusaders do too, have an active involvement there, but I just always got around the Chiefs while I was in Fiji. Obviously, I'm from Queensland, so I'm Reds in Australia. With rugby, it's not really about I don't really have a specific team as such. Fiji and Drua will be my team, though, because I've had very active involvement with that club since they were National Rugby Championship, and it was actually really emotional when they won. There's a vlog on the channel when I was doing all the Fiji and Drua games back in the night. I actually, funnily enough, with the Drua, I went to their game not going to them for them because I didn't know who they were. I went to their game, because it was a Australia versus Fiji Sevens old boys game, and I was like, oh, this will be sick, man. It'll be awesome. I went there, and then I saw a crowd of Fiji, and it was just like, it was one of the best atmospheres you'll ever experience. If you want to go and check that vlog out, it was Fiji and Drua versus the Western Force. The Western Force. Vlogs on the channel. It was a few years ago now, though. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are of this game. We are kind of getting off track and talking about rugby union right now. So bring it back to rugby league. What do you think about the game right now? Warriors, Cowboys. Do you think Cowboys can come back? Or do you think the Warriors, they're going to pump them away here? Or do you think it'll be a relatively close one? J-Dot says you got stuck overseas. I did. I was stuck in Fiji for about a year, but I kind of wish I was back at the moment because I could stream and do what I'm doing right now and just be there. I kind of only came back to do vlogs, but I've really been focused on doing my streams. Kurt Menzies says I'm a Broncos fan, but I hate Broncos fans that get so cocky over one win. Bingo. That's a good comment there. When we don't know how to back up a good performance. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. But you do have a relatively decent game, I think, the Broncos next week. I think the Broncos have a relatively decent game, don't they? that would be a bingo. Yeah, Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't good. Cowboys aren't good at all. So if you're going to back up a game, this would be the game to damn well back up, my friend. This would be the game to be damn well backing up, especially when the Broncos aren't a team that you lose a lot of players to the Origin anymore. For Queensland teams, it's actually more of the Titans now than Broncos and Cowboys. Across both Origin teams, but the Broncos should be. They're not that good. They're not good. They literally took down the Titans from Titans' defensive issues rather than their own, quality. They were okay, but they were fine. They did their job, and they were upper end do the job. But in the same sense, anyone would have put 40 past the Titans on that day, and the Broncos didn't even put 40 past them. Chameleon says, in fantasy, my bench players are mostly Warriors. Oh, there you go. They would be having a good game right now. I don't know why you wouldn't put them in against the Cowboys. That's the game that you probably want them to be playing in. Why would you put them on the bench? Why would you put them on the bench in this game, my friends? Stephen Warren says, Phoenix back to New Zealand. Yeah, I saw that. Justin says 40-10, the Warriors win. Good call. I think the Warriors could actually score more than that, though. I think the Cowboys will be lucky to score at this rate because I think the Warriors defensively haven't been that bad in this game, and I don't believe they should have given up that try. But in regards to their points, I think they do hit 40. I actually think they could get 46. I think this could be a 46-8 game or even a 46-4 game. Oscar Burke says, do you think the Warriors and Titans will make the 8? I still don't believe in the Warriors. I think that obviously, yes, they're having a good result here, but it's against the Cowboys. They don't have any kind of big scalps at all this year to really go off, and there are a lot of teams around that 8 area. I still think the Titans, like I've been saying, this is 3 games. If they lose to the Tigers, and I'll wipe us out of the 8. If they lose to the Tigers next week, I'll be at that game. If they don't convincingly win, in my opinion, I'll wipe them out of the 8. If they win, I've still got them in the 8 at 7th and potentially even 6th because everyone outside of that top 5 is just all in the same category. And Roosters now come back into that category-ish, but I still think they're at an upper end of that category. That category that I'm referring to here, as in the top 8 potentials, Roosters are top end of that. They're top end of that. They're going to make the 8, but in the same sense, they're not as guaranteed as the other 4. And then you've got, Titans, you've got the Warriors, you've got Manly now that you have to throw in there. You do have the Dragons, but they're the lowest in that area. The Sharks are also very low in that area, but they're still a chance. Who else am I missing out on here? There is definitely a team that I'm missing out. Knights, obviously, are thereabouts, but they're not. I would put Titans and Warriors above them realistically, but I also would put Manly above the Warriors going forward. Raiders are there too, gee whiz, but they're bland. They'll make it. So really 6, 7, and 8 are the only positions that haven't been locked in with. But if you want to go back and think, okay, 6, 6, 7, and 8. The top 5 is basically locked in for me. I do still think the Roosters are 5th best in the league. I think they're probably better than Parramatta, even with their injuries, but in the same sense, very difficult to read with all their injuries. But then you go 6, 7, and 8, they're so difficult. You got your Dragons, you got your Titans, you got the Warriors, you got your Raiders, you got your Manly, you got your Newcastle, and you do have your Sharks. I wouldn't put Cowboys anywhere close, or Brisbane, or Tigers, or Bulldogs. So that's where I'd go. But if I'm going to say right now a top 8, outside of those first 5, I would go 6th place probably still goes to the Raiders. They'll probably find form at some point this year. I'll still go Titans in 7th, and I'll probably go Manly in 8th with Warriors 9th. That's my current prediction. Now, don't hold me to that because obviously, guys, I stream every single day. So my opinion will change from now until the next game. My opinion will change maybe in 20 minutes' time if the Warriors collapse. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, that's my prediction at 2:55 p.m. on Sunday, the 2nd of May, is it? On Sunday, the 2nd of May. You bloody bastards. I know people are always on here, always hold me to shit. I'm just like, holy shit, I said that 3 weeks ago. As if I think the same thing now. Sport Talk says, not having a dig at the Titans, but it's amazing the gap in the comp at the moment. 8th place is literally a 3 to 8 win-lose ratio. Absolutely. Have a dig. I've had a dig for the whole weekend, mate. I've been slapping up with Titans all weekend, but I haven't given up on them yet. If they lose the Tigers, I give up on them because the Tigers are probably last. And I'm sorry, I know you're a Tigers fan, Sport Talk, but the Tigers are probably last or second last with the Dogs. So if the Titans lose to the Tigers next week, I'll wipe them out. That's 4 losses in a row. Gave an excuse for Manly. You can't have an excuse for the Rabbitohs. There's no excuses for the Broncos game, which is the wake-up call. So that's what I'm saying. The next game, whoever they play, which is the Tigers, funnily enough, but the next game they play was always going to be their final chance. And if they don't win that, done. Tank Man says Manly will probably finish 6th. Disagree. Fatima says, who do you think is going to win? I think the Warriors are going to win because they're currently up 24-4, and I predicted the Warriors pre-game. I think that one should be a pretty obvious one. Is this one? Jared Troy says, did you pull your AFL live feed last night? I didn't, mate. We had good viewership compared to, I knew people would think this. We had a good viewership compared to what I thought we were going to get for the first AFL stream back. But unfortunately, I did have a lot of internet issues and I couldn't really see the chat going. It was like 10 minutes into the stream. We had a long way to go and I was just like, I'm not going to deal with this for the whole game. We're just internet issues with chat shit and all that type of stuff. So I was just like, and I wasn't really feeling it either, to be honest with you. I'd done 2 streams. I was just like, man, I need to do this a little bit earlier. I need to get onto this earlier. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it last night. But considering what happened in the result, considering what result it was, I'm kind of glad. Considering they lost in the last minute of the game. But I did watch it. Captain Rex Nation says, what round is this? It says it in the title, man. We got round 8. If you ever want to know what round it is, just look in the title. NRL round 8, right next to the Cowboys. Right next to the Cowboys right there. Spencer Adagnos says, what a draft by your Bears. Well, I am a Lions fan, so they're not my Bears, but I do obviously get around Chicago. It's like with the Sunnies, I'm not a Gold Coast Suns fan, but I'll always get around the Gold Coast Suns because they're from the Gold Coast. I'm a Geelong fan because of my stepdad from a few years ago, but it's the same with Chicago. Obviously, Chicago is my city in America. Love all Chicago teams, but I'll always get around the Bears-ish, even though they're in the same division as my Lions. But yeah, there you go. BFG podcast, but a couple of teams actually had a very good. A couple of teams actually had a very good draft this time around, and I actually like what the Lions did, but in the same sense, Aussie man, you're gonna get this is your second time out, my dude. One more time today, and you're gonna get hidden from the channel, and you won't be able to comment ever again, my man. Blaze YouTube, thank you very much for the $2 donor. I appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much. He goes, I know it's not much, but enjoy. No, man, it's not about how much it is. It's about the thought that counts, man. And I know people say that all the time, but it just is. I don't really mind, It's not really about that. It's just about the fact that you thought about doing that, and you enjoy this content so much that you donated. So thank you very much, my dude. Tank Man says, next week is Cowboys versus Broncos, the best game of the year, guarantee. What? That game will be shithouse because both teams are shithouse. Huh? That rivalry died like 3 years ago. That rivalry was very good in 2015, 2016 and died. Like literally fell off the planet of the earth. Like no one cares about Broncos Cowboys anymore. No one. Ever since Thurston left and Milford's form dropped completely, no one gives a shit about that rivalry anymore. Mackenzie Boy says, you rock, thank you very much. Sim Warriors has 5 times NRL games. What? Payne says, who is your 1 to 8 at the moment? For long-term season-wise, I've got Panthers number 1, Storm 2, Rabbitohs 3. Oh, I could actually go Rabbitohs 2. No, I'll go because Reynolds injury. I'll go Rabbitohs 3, Storm 2, Parramatta 4, Roosters 5. I'll go Raiders 6. I know they'll get it together at some point. I'm still going to go Titans 7 and I'll go Manly 8. That's my 8 right now. And then probably 9th for me, I'll probably go with the Warriors. But you could interchange anyone from that 6 onwards. Anyone from 6 onwards, truly, that is so tough. So tough. Harry Jones says, sorry, change topic, but did you see the Parker vs. Chisora fight? Rather boring. No, I didn't unfortunately see that one. We are going to do a lot more boxing and a lot more fighting streams because we seem to get we got 1,500 people watching for the Gallen versus Lucas Brown fight, even though we had internet problems. And for the Mark Hunt versus Paul Gallen fight, we also had 5,500 people watching live. So, people really seem to love boxing on the channel and UFC and all those kind of fight styles. So we're going to do those a lot more on the channel too. But Cowboys are coming out here for the second half, guys. Cowboys are coming out here for the second half. So guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We are going to be doing the Dragons versus Tigers game right after this, which should be interesting as well. Tank message, you wait and watch it will happen. Yeah, both, no one gives a shit. The game can be great, but no one cares about that rivalry. You're a Broncos fan. You think that it's all well and good. Everyone's like, oh yeah, shit, the Broncos and Cowboys are playing. They're both bottom 6 teams, man. No one cares anymore. Like, if they were 2 good teams like they were in 2015, people are like, oh yeah, shit, yeah, I can't wait for this. No one cares about the Broncos and Cowboys rivalry anymore. That died, like, literally 3 years ago for everybody else who's not a Broncos or Cowboys fan. BFG Podcast says, Daniel Mortimer is coming out of retirement and is currently playing one of the lower competitions, I understand. Really? Well, there you go. Really? There you go. Tank Man said, Titans lost them. Titans are 7th and the Broncos are 13th. And, the Titans already beat the Broncos once this year. And, so that's all well and good that they won 1 game. But they also lost the earlier season matchup and are currently in the bottom 3. So, it's all well and good to talk about 1 game that happened 3 days ago. But we can also look at the ladder. We can also look at the fact that the Titans have already beaten the Broncos at one stage already this year. So it's all well and good, man. But, unfortunately, you will lose this battle. It's all, it's great, but you'll lose the battle. Zach Ladd says, what happened to Titans, man? Fortunately, just lost a 1-game thing. They haven't looked good in a couple of weeks, but next week is the big test. Jalen Chad says, Jalen Chad, is it still a derby? It's still a derby. It's still a Queensland derby. Of course it is. Cowboys and Brisbane will always be a derby, just like Cowboys and Titans are a derby, but no one cares about Cowboys and Titans. We don't have a rivalry. Now, Cowboys and Broncos still hate each other. Their fans are always going to be like, oh, yeah, shit, yeah, I'm up for this. But no one else cares about it anymore. People cared about it in 2015, 2016, maybe 2017, but not really, because that was when Milford's form started to drop and Thurston was on his way out. T Mawai, sorry if I butcher this name, I apologise. But T Mawai, Tamanwatera, Shuit says Warriors all day, let's go. Appreciate you for tuning into the stream. But here we go. So 24-4 is the score to the Warriors over the Cowboys in the second half as we've just gotten underway here. Benjamin Tan, it's a big lead, Warriors. It is a big lead for the Warriors so far. But, you know, we've definitely seen leads get evaporated in this sport recently. A lot of leads actually this year have collapsed. So we'll see if the Warriors can hold this one out. I believe they go on to win this by more than 40 points, to be honest with you. But, you know, there's a clear gap between these two teams at the moment. Paints says no Dragons in your rate. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have them. This is more based on history than what I've seen this year. Now, I did have them last as much as pretty much 95% of people did before the season started, and I've been very, very impressed with how they went pre the last couple of games. But the Dragons are always known for a collapse. They're all offside on the left-hand side of the Cowboys. If they make a tackle here, that should have been a penalty. They're not going to call it, though. They were all offside. The Dragons, unfortunately, collapse. They start off the season well all the time and then fall apart. They've done better than what I expected them to do, but in the same sense, they're still already fallen apart. They've lost 2 games in a row now, and they don't have a good record against the Tigers at all at Wollongong. I think that Tigers come second last this year, just because the Dogs are that bad. But I think that I've actually randomly tipped the Tigers against the Dragons today. If I'm wrong, that's to be expected. The Dragons are expected to win. But I know this Dragons team. We all know this Dragons team. This Dragons team never gets it going through the middle part of the season and definitely fall apart at the end of the season. I just think their fall is going to continue today. But that's my opinion. BFG podcast says Daniel Mortimer must be really old. Mortimer, he's like probably like 37 now. He would be really old. He was young back in 2010, 2011 when he started debuting for the Titans. Now he'd be like 33, 34. I don't think he just didn't really live it up to his expectations in regards to the NRL when he played for Parramatta, when he played for the Gold Coast and stuff like that. Benjamin Tan says, what do you think the score will be at halftime? Well, it is halftime right now, 24-4. Or it's past halftime. We're in the second half, my man. So the Warriors have had a 90% completion rate. Cowboys have had a 76% completion rate. Considering the Titans had a 67% completion rate against the Raiders, and how bad the Cowboys have been with knock-ons in this game, it makes me even worse. It makes me think even worse about how the Titans were against the Raiders in that game. Malcolm says, Warriors win, we get free onion rings. Oh, shit, yeah, man. That's what we're talking about. I want some onion rings right now. Give us some onion rings. My goodness me. Fifth tackle here. Cowboys, is that everyone in New Zealand, or is that everyone in Central Coast? Or is that just Warriors fans in general? Or is that just people who had a ticket to the game? I'm not too sure. So fifth tackle here, puts it up. And the Warriors will get the ball here, 15 metres out from their own line. Mamalo, he's going to make a breakaway here. Mamalo's going to, he just got a nice little tackle there from the Cowboys to prevent him from getting away. Random Parent Freo supporter says, I think Benjamin Tan is living in the past. What's he saying? Oh, no, I don't think he realised that it was already past half-time. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 33 metres out here from their own line. Out to the right-hand side here, and this Cowboys defense is looking in tatters. Like, it just genuinely does look shocking, and guess what? That's a penalty to the Warriors here, so that's even worse. That is even worse. Sim Warren says, is going to the game? Yeah, I know he is. He's actually going with the Cowboys in this game. I know, because he was messaging me earlier today saying he wants to know where to get a Cowboys hat, and I was like, I don't bloody shit know. I don't know, buddy, buy one from the BKR Sport Redbubble store, man. I don't know where to get a Cowboys hat in Central Coast. Also, why would he be going for the Cowboys at Central Coast? Like, that's just odd. It's just odd. It's just an odd one, that one. But here we go. So the Warriors here with a nice little attack here, early days in the second half to probably put the nail in the coffin, and they knocked the ball on. Don't worry about that one. Not even first tackle, and they lose the ball there on first. Wow. Charlie says heaps of Warrior players and now the Cowboys, but kind of behind the scenes. Well, there you go. I didn't even know that. Jake Weller says, will Tamalolo see out his contract with the Cowboys? He still has 6 years to see out. I don't know. I think he wants to get out of it. Because the Cowboys ain't winning nothing anytime soon. They aren't winning nothing anytime soon. They're saying the Cowboys have completed 14 from 18 sets. No way. They've lost the ball more time than 4 times. BFG Podcast says, what ever happened to Kevin Gordon? He retired really young too. Yeah, ACL, man, never came back. I was at the game when it was this Titan Storm. I think round 2 down in Melbourne, maybe 2012. And unfortunately, Kevy just didn't come back. It could have been 2013, 2012, 2013. And just unfortunately, just couldn't get back. I'm actually good mates with him when I see him. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but he lives very close to where I grew up. So here we go, right-hand side here. Oh, Cowboys chance. Oh, no, the ball bounced badly. It's going to be Cowboys fresh set of 6 here. Oh, my God, good hit. My God. So set restart here for the Cowboys. Fair enough. Oh, my God, it's going to be a knock-on, is it? No way. No, knock-on Warriors for us. I was going to say, gee whiz, there's no way. FNQ After Adventures says, Blaze, where's your merch link? The merch link is in the chat right now. That's for the Warriors poster. So this poster here, that's the Warriors poster. But if you're on the website, you can see all of these and all the shirts and jumpers for all the different teams and all that type of stuff. But yeah, that's just the link specifically for the Warriors because that's what the Warriors game. That's the Warriors game we're doing today. BFC Podcast says, what a shame he was such an underrated player. Yeah, he was a great player, man, but unfortunately, he wasn't a great player, but he was a very fast player. A game that really told me that he'd lost his way was when we were playing, I can't remember what game it was against, but I remember he made a breakaway, we were down by 2, and any day of the week, usually he was the fastest player in the game back then. Every day of the week he would score that try, but he got caught very easily with 40 minutes to go. So that was the game I knew, and I think he knew it too, and that's when he retired. But that was like a good 8 years ago, man. I think it was 2014, 2013. Christian Kerr says, do you still think Joey Leilua is a good centre? I think he definitely is a good centre, but he hasn't been good this year. Unfortunately, he's lost his way completely. He is very ill-disciplined and he has fallen behind. But I believe that Joey Leilua is the problem with Joey Leilua is that he's Joey Leilua. It's not his ability. I think his ability, he could definitely be an upper-ended quality player. But unfortunately, he just hasn't lived up to the expectations this year and it has been shocking. Yeah, but then again, he's at the Tigers too, who are just a completely shocking team. It's not their fault overall. It's his fault, but still. Kim Mushtagi says, do you think Morris will retire? Yes. Third tackle here for the Cowboys. Right-hand side they go. And underneath here, Hampton taken down there with a stupid little run. Absolutely stupid. All right, so Cowboys here. 5 metres out. Left-hand side taken down. Offloads it. No, doesn't matter about that one. Cowboys here. 10 metres out. Kicks it through. Oh, good try. Good try. Talangi with a try there, so that'll actually bring the game relatively back on here. So it's going to be 24-8 here with a kick to come for the Cowboys to try and make it a 14-point game. Asking the boss says, when are you going to do the schedule? Sometime soon. Thomas Watson says, who would you support if Titans got kicked out today? Probably the Sharks. Jay Dawson says, do you think Ash Taylor should stay at the Titans next year? Yes, for a much less contract. Cowboys pick the ball up here. He doesn't lose it here. I don't think he does. You know, he gets a try there. So it is 24-8 with a kick to come, and the Cowboys, could they come back here? Could they sneak a little bit of a comeback? Early days. Hala Cap says, do you think Sean Johnson would go back to the Warriors? He's asked to go back to the Warriors twice, and the Warriors have rejected him twice. So he wanted to go back to the Warriors, but the Warriors rejected him twice. J-Dawson says, do you think... Oh, that's right. Ask the boss says about the schedule. Yeah, that comes out periodically, man. I actually did a schedule. I just didn't put it out this week. But that's a nice little try there for the Cowboys. That's a nice little try there for the Cowboys. Rampara and Freo supporter says, I hope Morris doesn't retire. It's so sad to see a legend go, especially someone like Morris. Thank you very much, William Hunt, for subscribing. Appreciate you, my dude. If you guys are wondering if you've subscribed and wondering why your name hasn't come up, it's because you have to have public subscriptions on. But we're on 54 likes right now, guys, with 76 people watching. Let's get six more likes. I just put 7. 6 more likes. Let's just do 7 anyway. To hit that 60 mark, let's keep on cracking on. But Valentine Holmes, he missed his earlier kick. Let's see if he can get this one. But yeah, look, it is sad to see Morris retire, man. It is sad to see Morris go, especially under the conditions that he is going. But, you know, it is what it is. It's part of the game, man. He understands the risks, and he's had a very successful career. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore, so it does suck that he doesn't get one last hoorah. But, you know, it's all part of the game. I love the bloke, but it's a part of the game. So that's going to be a conversion successful there for Valentine Holmes. It's 24-10 here with 13 minutes to go. Quinton Rutene says, are you going to stream the Dragons vs Tigers game? We stream basically every game, man. So the answer to that is absolutely yes, my friend. Harry Jones says, New Zealand heaving another NRL team based in Wellington was on the news the other day in New Zealand. Thoughts on another Kiwi team? Personally, I would love it. I would love it based on the rivalry. That would only work, though, if the conference system happens. So basically, the only way New Zealand will get a second team is if this conference system happens where the Sydney teams are in a conference and then everyone else is in another conference, which they've been talking about, 2 conferences of 9 teams. That's the only way that happens. Oh, Cowboys nearly went out there. Jeez, that was shocking. I would love to see it. Does it work? I don't know. Warriors have a very up and down, and sorry to the Warriors fans, this is the truth. The truth will hurt. The Warriors have a very up and down supporter base that don't really care about the Warriors unless they're winning. Everyone cares about the rugby union over there. Some people do care about rugby league, and rugby league is still followed, but unless they're doing well, no one really gives too much of a shit. So that's another thing the NRL will weigh up, whether they can have the support for two fan bases. It's like in the A-League, right? You brought in the Western Sydney Wanderers and you brought in, and they've been here for a long time. They've got all the Western Sydney supporters. 1 second here. Cowboys on the left-hand side here. Cowboys on the left-hand side here. Cowboys are away here. Talangi. So this is going to be a try for the Cowboys. This is going to be a try for the Cowboys. Oh, it's a try for the Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to score. It's going to be 24-14 with a kick to come. That is 24-14 with a kick to come. My goodness me. This game is back on here. This game is back on here. This game's back on here. The Cowboys making a bit of a comeback. Oh, no. Jalen tells us, oh, my God, what a comeback. Oh, no, oh, my God, a comeback. I was going to say, what a comeback. It's only been, they're still down by 10. But, yeah, comeback galore season here, potentially for the Cowboys. Talangi down the left-hand side there. Just punches away there from the player and then gets the pass on the inside there. And, geez, the Cowboys with a try and the game is on. But yeah, to answer the question, Jared Ford says, I'd push for a Waikato-based team for the logistics of players sought without family upheaval. Now, what I was trying to say in reference to the second New Zealand team is that with A-League, Wanderers have been a team in Western Sydney that have encapsulated the entirety of Western Sydney. So everyone who is in Western Sydney already supports the Wanderers, or maybe is still a straggler from the Sydney FC days. You added in MacArthur, you're not going to really have a supporter base there because everyone already has a team, and it takes a lot for you to actually change a team. Unless you're from Campbelltown, then that would make sense. In New Zealand, the Warriors encapsulate the entirety of the country, right? So you put a second team in, and people who have grown up Warriors fans, say they're diehard Warriors fans and are New Zealand Warriors fans, have to then choose to support this other team. Now, I get the the North Island versus South Island rivalry, but people on the opposite island have still supported the Warriors their entire life as their rugby league team. So it is very difficult to see them getting the same amount of support as the Warriors have done, and based on the fact that the Warriors have also struggled for crowd numbers over their time too, despite being a country-supported team, it does come into question. But it only would work if the conference happened, and I would love to see a second New Zealand team. But 24-16 is the score here. The Cowboys scored 2 quick tries in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. 10 minutes gone here, guys, and it's an 8-point game. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. Don't forget, we are streaming the Dragons-Tigers game right after this, but geez, we might be in for a close one here. Thomas Watson says, NRL have announced that Cam Munster will be kicking conversions for the Titans. How dare you say something so ludicrous and ridiculous, you crazy man. Now, Christian Kerr says, NRL your favourite sport? I love all sport, man. Sport Reaction says the Warriors crowd numbers will drop a lot if there is a second team. I disagree. I, funnily enough, disagree. I think it'll actually go up because the North Island versus South Island rivalry is very, very strong there. It could... Oh, wait a second. What's going on here with this kickoff? Oh, my God. Valentine Holmes has been slaughtered there off the kick, but that was a really quality take there by Val, and he knew he was going to get slammed. So good on him for just going in there and not knocking that ball on. Really odd kick. Tage Burgess says, who do you support? I'm from the Gold Coast, man. I'm a Titans fan. So, unfortunately, we've had a pretty poor couple of 3 weeks, but we still sit in the 7th place. I think we go to 8th place no matter what the result of this game. We finished top 8 no matter what this week, simply because the Raiders lost, the Knights lost, Manly lost, and no one else can jump us. So, we're still sitting pretty. We're still sitting pretty. We've had a couple of weeks that we've struggled, but we'll be right. So, fit tackle here, 30 minutes out. We play the Tigers next week too. So, I am confident, even though it is dangerous. So, Cowboys here, put that ball up here, left-hand side. Very young team, mind you. And Warriors take the ball there through. Roger, 5 minutes out from his own line. BFG Podcast says, what do you think about TJ's rugby guy coming to the races? What? Sorry? That's a knock on there from the Cowboys, is it? Or what is it? They nearly knocked that on there, Warriors. I don't even know. I wasn't even looking. I just saw that there was a bobble of a ball. And the Warriors are on 3rd tackle, 15 metres out from their own line. Jeez, they're not looking the goods right now. TJ Perinara is the guy you're thinking about. Very passionate guy in rugby union. Very good playing rugby union. Plays for the All Blacks, obviously. Can be a bit of a dick, but then again, I'm a Wallabies fan. So, of course, it's going to be... it's a bit dangerous when you're talking about... I like most All Blacks players, but TJ Perinara can really get in your face. He'll be a good player. I think that he'll translate well with his game, but the Roosters are probably the ones that get him, especially with all their injuries, if he goes, and I think they were the ones that were talking about him. Here we go, Warriors with a chance, inside, picks it up here, Reece Walsh picks it up here, the Warriors are away, 30 metres out, he's going to kick it through, man, he's going to score himself, he's going to give it outside to Kenny Mamalo with the try. Good pick up there from Reece Walsh. And Kenny Mamalo is going to put that one down on the left-hand side. Surely this is the try here. They're going to check it. They're going to check it regardless, but this is the try here for the Warriors. Reece Walsh with an unbelievable pickup there. An unbelievable pickup. Wow. That is a great pickup there from Walsh, considering the situation that he was in. Look at this. He gets that ball out to the left-hand side, close to a forward. Close to a forward passer. They can't rule on forward passes. He picks that up. That's fine. But I personally think that was close to forward. If not, it was flat, but it was kind of forward. It's close enough, and obviously the referee can't adjudicate on it anyway. But wow, that pickup from Reece Walsh is unbelievable. Harley Caps' thoughts on Walsh? Still very young, man. Still very young. Don't compare him to anyone. I don't like when people compare anyone because, you know, you're your own player and you got a long career ahead of you to not have any expectations of becoming said player. Like when people say, oh, he's the next Greg Inglis or the next Billy Slater, like shut up, please, because they're their own player and you don't want them to have that expectation on them. They're going to check something here. I think they're going to check for a knock-on here. They're going to say maybe a knock-on here from the Warriors. I think it's a knock-on because it does touch the upper edge here of Josh Curran. But in the same sense, is that a knock-on though? Is that a knock-on though? So the ball comes here and he does put his arm out. This could be a knock-on here, guys. This is a knock-on. That's a knock-on here, lads. That's a knock-on here. So the try is going to be disallowed. The try is going to be disallowed. The Warriors will not get this try. It will be classed as a knock-on. It does hit the upper arm of Josh Curran and it does go forward. So unfortunately, that will be a no try. And Daniel Bay, you are right when you say, wow-chi mama. Wow-chi mama. So we'll say a 12-point deficit here, 28-16. No, sorry. We'll go back to a 24-16 deficit of 8 points. Hello Cap says, do you agree that Valentine Holmes gone trash when he left the Sharks? Yeah, because he obviously adjusted his game. Like, so basically, when you think about it like this, guys, he his entire game trained, prepared, and got his body set for NRL at the best level with the winger or even fullback if you wanted it to be. But that's still the same sport. He then changed from a sport that is just constantly going, moving around and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, no stoppages, to adjusting for the NFL where it is bang, stop. Bang, stop. Bang, stop. So that's why Valentine Holmes, and then now he's had to come back and he's gone back to that consistent, training regime where it's just like full on, always running, always tackling, always moving. It's a huge difference, and that's why Valentine Holmes lost his way, and Jared Hayne did too. You can't change from such a polar opposite sport. I'm sorry. Yes, they tackle in that sport. Yes, they run over the line for a touchdown. You don't put the ball down, but still similar-ish thing. It's not the same sport. It's really different. Very, 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 very different in the way you train for it. So third tackle with the Cowboys. They're 25 metres out from the Warriors line. Left-hand side here. Valentine Holmes steps on the inside. Taken down. 11 metres short here. He's just not as exciting is what I would say to that. He's still good. Not as exciting. Granville here. Left-hand side. Cowboys are on the comeback right now though. 5 metres out from the line. Fifth tackle down by 8. They were down 24-4 at half-time just 13 minutes ago. And here we go, chance here. Hampton kicks it through, and Reece Walsh is going to slip over in the try line, but he's going to get out. He'll get out here. He'll get out here, and he does get out. Oh, no, he's been picked up and put back in. That's got to be a penalty here for the Warriors. That's got to be a penalty for the Warriors. Yep, it is a penalty for the Warriors. It's a penalty for the Warriors there, and that's a stupid thing to do. Like, he's obviously on the ground there. He's got out, and then he gets picked up and put back in the line. So that will be a penalty. Brendan Wessling says, still Devo about B. Moz and Collins last night. Yeah, no one's mentioned Collins. Obviously, Brett Morris is the big one, but Collins is a big injury there for the Roosters too. But yeah, Brett Morris is a sad one. We've spoken about that quite in depth already in today's stream. Oscar Berg says, League need to take a leaf out of the union book with knock-ons. It's getting stupid at this point. In regard to what? Union's very loose, if that's what you're saying. Captain's challenge here, by the way, for the Cowboys, I think. Is this a challenge here from the Cowboys? Or who's the challenge for? Yeah, so this has to be a challenge from the Cowboys because the Warriors used there. So what are the Cowboys challenging? What are the Cowboys challenging here? Why are the Cowboys challenging here? Unless they're saying there's an offside, but the Warrior, what are they challenging? Unless they're saying he goes behind his player? Well, nah, you can't call that as a shepherd. You cannot call that as a shepherd. Oh, as a high tackle though. But what? Who's challenging this? This can't. What's going on here? What was the penalty for? There's a penalty for dragging him back. What is the challenge here? Because it looks bad for the Cowboys. Why would the Cowboys challenge this? So tackle completely, they've got put it back in. What are the Cowboys challenging? Because this looks worse for them. This makes it look like Valentine Holmes could get sin bin. Valentine Holmes could get sin bin here from a Cowboys challenge. Why would they challenge this? So the Cowboys are going to keep their challenge. I don't know what they're successful with. But it's they're going to pick up the high tackle. You get to keep the challenge. This is outrageous. This game's getting messed up. Like, I'm confused. I've watched this game for 27 years. 27 on Tuesday, sorry. 26 years. 26 years, 300. How many days there in a year? 353. But 2 days less than normal. But, sorry? Like, what happened just now? I'm confused. But anyway, the Warriors will have the penalty here. I don't know what the penalty originally was for because it didn't seem like they were taking the penalty for picking him back up, but I don't know what the Cowboys challenged to be successful. I'm not too sure what the Cowboys were challenging for them to then be successful with. But anyway, the Warriors had the ball 30 minutes out from their own line. Gabriel Zavilli says, what are the Cowboys challenging? No one knows. No one knows. So first tackle here for the Warriors. Good run by Benny Murdoch-Masila. Oh my God. That's a great run by Benny Murdoch-Masila. Still 26 minutes to go to this game, guys. This game's it's not been going fast at all. It's been a good game to watch, actually. First half was debatable, but this last 10 minutes, 15 minutes has actually been pretty good, actually. Jared Ford says, try 49.5 years. Hey, let's not be technical now. Third tackle here for the Warriors. Halfway point, left-hand side. Josh Curran. Good run there. Gets out to the 40-metre line from the Cowboys line. Push back, though. Nice defense there from the Cows. So 25.5 minutes left here, and it's a penalty to the Warriors. He's going to take a quick tap here. Josh Curran. Curran's away here off the quick tap. Taken down 20 metres out from the Warriors, from the Cowboys line. He lost that ball there, I think. They're not going to call it, though. I think he lost that ball there, Curran. And that's got to be a penalty there, in my personal opinion, but they're not going to call it. So first tackle here, Reece Walsh with the ball. He's going to lose the ball. So unfortunately, Reece Walsh is going to have a bit of an experience there. He's going to look ahead of what he's doing and not actually realise he's got to catch the ball first. And he will drop the ball and it will go to the Cowboys 15 minutes out from their own line. Thomas Watson says, after Morris' injury, David Fafita for the top try scorer. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Davey Fafita. But Reece Walsh there, unfortunately, was just looking ahead of what he was doing and dropped the ball there before he actually caught the ball. But Reece Walsh has been good in this game. He's been very good in this game. He had a nice pick for him that was a no try, and I think he's been very good in this game regardless of a couple of mistakes here and there. But 24-16 is the score. Melmo says, no, top try scorer for Dylan Napa. Of course you haven't been here for the entire stream and then you pop up for one comment talking about Dylan Buddy Napa. You better have hit that thumbs up there, Melmo. You better have made that thumbs up right down now. We better get to 70. 4 likes away from 70. Let's damn well go. Sport Reckon says, nice, so bad. They are pretty bad. But gee whiz, of course we have somebody idiot from the Dogs talking about Dylan Napa being a top try scorer. You idiot. You idiot. So third tackle here for the Cowboys. They're 40 metres out from their own line. What's going on? Oh, no. my Tigers friend, I put on my Instagram story for everyone to see about me tipping the Tigers today over the Dragons. And my Tigers friend, who's downright, like blatantly just stone cold, always Tigers all the way, said, don't do it to yourself. He said, don't do it to yourself. Don't tip him. So Warriors here with the ball, 5 minutes out. You watch, Tigers going to win today, baby. Christian Kerr says, has Benji been signing of the season? Benji, Fafita, and Isaiah Papali'i. They're the 3 right there. But Fafita scored 9 tries as a second row forward in 8 games. So he's definitely up there. Benji, very good signing too on good money. And also Isaiah Papali'i, very good money. Also for Parramatta Eels, not as much as he probably deserves to be on, just like Benji, but in the same sense, Papali'i wasn't really that great at the Warriors. He was good, wasn't that great. Wasn't as good as he's been at the Eels. So he will get a better contract I don't know how long his contract is for now, but he will improve it afterwards because he's been one of the form players of the competition. And Benji's been fantastic too, absolutely. Josh Sims says, hey, Blaze, hello, mate. How you doing? So, fifth tackle here for the Warriors. 45 minutes out here from the Cowboys line. Reece Walsh is going to boot this bad boy up. Big kick here. Where's the Warriors chase, though? My God, no one chased that. Valentine Holmes with a free take, and he'll get it out to 25 minutes out. That was shocking. Brendan Westing says, Napa was only good at the Roosters. Brendan, please don't do it. Brendan, don't bite. Don't bite, for the love of God, Brendan. Do not bite. So second tackle here for the Cowboys. They're 35 metres out from their own line. F&Q Outdoor Adventure says, don't forget Tino. Has to be up there with the best signings of the season. He's been good, but he's not he hasn't been Fafita, Papali'i, or Benji Marshall good, but he's definitely a great signing nonetheless. But these other 3 players you can distinctly say are different to the other signings so far this season. Tino's been good. He is also suspended. That's a knock-on for the Cowboys. Valentine Holmes? No, apparently not. Okay, don't worry. So Cowboys here kick the ball down to the left-hand side. And, ooh, wow, a bit of a mistake there from Mamalo. Should have passed that, in my opinion. But then again, I would have probably raged about passing that on your own goal line. Hala Cap says, who do you think will win the Rugby League World Cup this year? Australia, bro. I think it'll be an Australia versus Tonga final. But in the same sense, while saying that, there are a couple of teams that are sneaky. Fiji will have a good team. New Zealand will always be there. England are always underrated, but they're also just that little step behind Australia and the rest of the Pacific nations, because their competition is obviously a lot less than the NRL. But this will be a knock-on here for the Warriors. The Cowboys are going to get the ball here 35 metres out from the Warriors line. Knock-on from Tohu Harris, which will give the Cowboys a prime opportunity to score here and really get back into this game. Sport Talk says, I can see Samoa up there as well. I don't think so. Samoa always seem to lack the halves. And who's their halves? Anthony Milford. And I'm not even too sure who the other one is, who their other half would be. They've got decent-ish players like, Brian To'o is Samoan, yeah? I think Brian To'o is Samoan. Not sure. Agnes Wongsi says, how long left? There is 21 minutes to go here of the game. Second half errors, 5 to the Warriors, 0 to the Cowboys. And second half completions, 9 from 9 for the Cowboys and 5 from 9 for the Warriors. So the Cowboys have definitely been the better team in the second half. 100% completion rate to 56% second half. Considering the first half with how many times the Cowboys shot the ball, they've really closed that gap right back up. So it says Luai Simone. Okay, well then, Jerome Luai. But if you play for New South Wales and Queensland, you can't play for another country. Especially, you can play for you can't play for a first tier nation. Sorry, and Samoa are second. So actually, Luai could play. Actually, I believe Luai could play. So second tackle over the Cowboys, 15 minutes out from the Warriors line. Don't forget, guys, smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 20 minutes to go the game, and it is definitely still on here. Cowboys left-hand side. Oh, that's a shit. No. You have to go down here. It's a penalty. He goes down, luckily enough. He went to go on there, but it was definitely going to be a penalty if he did continue that. So forward tackle here for the Cowboys, 10 meters short here of the line. Granville, left-hand side. Here we go. Chance here. Valentine Holmes steps on underneath, and he'll get taken down about 7 meters short of the line. Fit tackle for the Cowboys. Fit tackle for the Cowboys. Granville, left-hand side. Should be a draw. Why didn't he run it himself? Two of us, a will get the ball here. Why didn't he run it himself there? Why did he kick that through? He didn't need to. He could have just ran it. But anyway, the Warriors will save that. But what did they save, really? That defense from the Warriors wasn't great. Cowboys probably should have scored, and I don't know what's going on here. The ref is going to stop it. There's an injury here, I think. Lachlan Birth, the old Gold Coast Titan. Apparently there's an injury here. But there you go. Warriors here from 15 metres out from their own line. Sparring says, Hama Samoan, they have good players. They do have good players, but they're not going to win a World Cup. And they're like Fiji. Fiji, Samoa, Papua New Guinea. I would go England, and I would personally... No, England is still... here we go. Warriors. Kenny Mamalo steps on the inside there. Ken Mamalo still going here. Going to get taken down 45 metres out here from the Cowboys line. But it will be fit tackle. That's a penalty. That's a set restart penalty. Something. That's got to be a set restart penalty. Something. Not going to give it to them, though, the Warriors. And the Warriors are going to have to boot this ball out here. Reece Walsh down. That's going to be a very deep kick. It's going to bounce backwards. No, it's going to go out for a 7-tackle set. It's a very bad kick there from Reece Walsh, unfortunately. Malcolm says, Reece Walsh becoming celeb status in New Zealand with being in media. Yeah, fair enough, man. He's been very good for the team, and he's only obviously a very young player too. Connor Asher says, who are you going for? I don't really care who wins, man, because both teams go above my team and the Titans, but I guess the Warriors, because I have tipped them, and I also would like to see the Warriors do well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any problems with the Warriors. They're a good team, man. They're not great. They're just always underperforming. I think their fans and the country of New Zealand deserves a better performance from them than they have given for the last 20 odd years, besides 2011, 1 year. So, you know, I think that I would love to see the Warriors do well, but obviously I want the Titans to do better. But if anyone else is going to do well, it would be the Sharks, my mum, or the Warriors for the country of New Zealand. For FNQ Outer Adventure says, 102 people in here and only 71 likes. Let's go, guys. Show some support for this man's hard work. Yeah, smack that thumbs up button, baby. 4th tackle here for the Cowboys. 25 minutes out from the Warriors line. Granville, right-hand side here. Granville, nice little run. Underneath, tackled early there, I think, though. Tackled early, but they won't call a penalty. So 5th tackle here for the Cowboys. Granville, left-hand side, gets it off. And Drinkwater kicks it through. Nice little kick, but it goes straight to Tuivasa-Sheck. And Tuivasa-Sheck with a step, but he will get taken down 12 minutes out from his own line. Sport Action says Reece Walsh isn't a 5'8". He's a fullback. He will go to the fullback role next year when Tuivasa-Sheck goes, obviously, because he's going to the Blues, I believe it is. I thought it was the Highlanders, but apparently it is the Blues that he's going to. So that'll be big for him because they're a good team. Obviously, he's gone as well because the money was really good, and also the Warriors aren't winning anything anytime soon. So it was a good decision for him. He's still a very good player, and unfortunately, he is kind of getting wasted right now. He's had to go away from his very special ability in recent years due to the fact the Warriors haven't had a great team around him to give him that ability to do his special, give him his special ability, and a bit more of that trick status kind of plays. Warriors going to put this ball up on fit tackle here on the 50-metre line. The Cowboys will grab it through Valentine Holmes 10 metres out from their own line. Hala Cap says, who will replace next year? Roger next year. I think that Reece Walsh will go to the fullback. I think he'll go fullback. I just think he's there now because it's just stupid putting Roger Tuivasa-Sheck on the wing and putting Reece Walsh in fullback. It makes a lot more sense to have him in the halves when, especially Chanel Harris-Tavita's out. And I don't even really rate Harris-Tavita or Harris-Tavita or Buddy, or Cody Nikorima. But Nikorima's had an okay game today. Well, he had a good start, but he's fallen apart completely so far. Since then, I haven't seen him at all. So I think it's smart to put Reece Walsh there for the time being. Tuivasa-Sheck in the fullback, but next year he'll go back to the fullback, in my opinion. So Cowboys here, fifth tackle here, puts it up, and the Warriors easy take there, nice little take there on the wing. Harry Jones says, crack up, I'm geeking out. Aussie versus Tonga, been a hardcore Kiwi supporter, you're probably right, sad but true. As you say, New Zealand's always there, but not quite there, skulls up on that one. Yeah, look, it's unfortunate, man, I think New Zealand are a good team, and they always will be there, but I'm not that scared of how they are right now. I'm not too scared of the rugby union. I'm still a little bit nervous, but the Wallabies are improving. We've been trying to improve for 20 years now. But then again, you're only as good as your last game, All Blacks, and the Wallabies did win that last one against the All Blacks there. Let's get that one in there. But no, New Zealand, they're all right in rugby league, and they're always going to be a first-tier nation. Reece Walsh is away here. The Warriors should score here. They should score past. Oh, Reece Walsh slipped over. Oh, he lost the ball. Oh, bro, no. That was the game, bro. That was the game. Reece Walsh, my dude. Passed that ball way earlier there as a try, but unfortunately, Reece Walsh slips over and then loses the ball forward. Oh, he tried the step, but man, you just got to look for your left and your right. You don't need to go over the step. You just need to look to your left and your right, see who you got there, but unfortunately, he does lose it. So, Cowboys, Warriors have an injury here. Tamalolo's just run him down. Agnes Wonksy says, how long left now? There's 15 minutes left of the game. It does actually say it on here, by the way. So that's the live score. It's got 65 minutes underneath it. So there is literally 15 minutes left of the game, as you can see right there. Sport Talk says, Josh Maguire has been moved to the starting squad, playing lock. For what? For the Dragon? Josh Maguire's the Dragons now, yeah? Sport Rating says, Reece Walsh is so good, a bit more experience, and is a star. Yeah, absolutely. He will be a star. He will be a star, Reece Walsh. But that is elbow to the face and then elbow again. I don't think the second elbow is deliberate, but the first one looked pretty dodgy. Temawai Tamanutera Stewart says, come on, Warriors. I'm going to call you Temawai. Sorry, but I'm doing my best here. Says, come on, Warriors, all day, let's go. There you go, the Warriors. They're not doing too bad right now. Just unfortunate they couldn't score there through Reece Walsh. Oh, that second elbow does actually look deliberate. I'm not going to lie here. As he's coming down, he looks at him basically on the eyes with his left elbow coming at him, and it does connect with him. I know Tamalo looks apologetic here, but it looks dodgy when you're looking at it in slow motion just there. Malcolm says, Reece with a rookie mistake. Yeah, absolutely. Reece Walsh unfortunately had a rookie mistake just now that cost the Warriors a try. It was a rookie mistake, but this is the thing, man. Like, things will improve, and he is very young. He's got a long way to go in his career, and you can't really hound him too much for that. But, yes, that was disappointing there because I think that that would have won them the game there because they've been up by 14. But look, they've got players on his left. He's not got a player on his right. Just look. Oh, no, not on his left anymore. He cut back on the inside there. But he had plenty of players to his right, and it has an easy try. Quinton Ruteni says, Warriors just need to hold the ball. Yes, Cowboys didn't hold the ball in the first half, and now they're holding the ball in the second half, and that's why they come back into the game. That's why they've come back into the game. Margalea says, let's roll, Cowboys. Well, they're not really rolling right now. They're still losing. Hala Cap says, Benji and Alex Johnson is a solid duo. Is that for the New Zealand team? Is that who the halves would be? So Benji obviously will play. They're obviously going to put Benji in for one last hoorah in the World Cup this year. But who's going to be the half alongside him? Because Alex Johnson is the winger. Alex Johnson's a winger. So what's... Oh, you're talking about the Rabbitohs there, are you? You're talking for the Rabbitohs? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, fantastic duo there. Sorry, I thought we were going back to... I was like, Johnson, wait a second. He's not Kiwi. Johnson's not Kiwi. Yeah, like, what Alex Johnson? He's not Kiwi. I've just lost my mind there as I was talking about that. I just saw Benji Marshall. I thought we went back to the rugby league in New Zealand, and I just immediately thought that Alex Johnson was Kiwi. I'm all over the shop. But 15 minutes to go here, and unfortunately there's going to be an injury here for the Warriors. Don Sharma says, hi, Big Ass. What, hello, mate? How you doing? Jerome Hughes, thank you, Quinton Ruteni. That is absolutely right. So Jerome Hughes there. But surely they give Benji a bit of a rock and roll there in the World Cup this year. Surely Benji gets a little bit of a rock and roll, even if he's off the bench or something like that. Surely. Jeez, that was a brain fade and a half from me saying Alex Johnson was a Kiwi. That's funny. That is funny. So second tackle here, and I think it is the Cowboys with the ball, unless they're going to get a penalty here. It is going to be Cowboys with the ball here. So second tackle here for the Cowboys. They're going to be 30 metres out from the Warriors line. Don't need to score just yet, but they would love to score right now. Benji Marshall's the oldest player for New Zealand. I think he's the oldest player in the game right now. I don't know if it's just for New Zealand. I think he's the oldest player in the game. I could be wrong. But I don't think so. Third tackle here for the Cowboys. They're 15 metres out, left-hand side here. And a chance here. Cowboys. It's a try! Talangi. Cowboys with the try. It's game on, baby. One try in it. 24-20 with a kick to come with 14.5 minutes to go here in the game. The Cowboys will score. And I tell you what right now, 24-20, it's going to be a bloody finish here and a half with 15 minutes left. It was half-time, it was 24-4 to the Warriors. Half-time was 24-4. And now it's 24-20 with a kick to come to the Cowboys. Josh Sam says, Cowboys don't have a good team because they don't have Thurston, Scott Cooper, or Bolton. Since all they retired, well, Scott Cooper was never really unbelievable, and Bolton wasn't really unbelievable. They did their jobs, but I don't know why you're using them. But Thurston, obviously, they fell behind because of... And I don't know why you referenced Scott Cooper and... if you're going to refer to somebody else, you'd refer to like Matt Scott or something like that, one of those big-time players up front to really get the ball rolling. And, Michael Morgan's gone as well. I guess you could utilise him when he was with Thurston, but he wasn't ever good when he didn't have another good half alongside him. They have fallen behind since Thurston left. But in the same sense, they are not a good team. But right now, they're coming back against the Warriors, and they were down 24-4 at half-time. So, gee, damn well whiz. Don Sharma says, Brett Morris tearing his ACL is sad. Yeah, we spoke about that at the beginning of the stream if you want to hear our thoughts on that one. Malcolm says, Benji, biggest export, unfortunately gets snapped up by big clubs with more money. Fair enough. Fabian Davies says, Altia Moldy, is the name of the team Green Mary for their logo. What's going on here? Put our Moldy name on the map. Oh, okay. So you're saying in regards to the Moldy, are you talking about the Moldy? Where'd this come from? What's going on here? When we start talking about, are you talking about the Indigenous versus the Moldy game at the beginning of the season every year? Jared Troy says, sorry, my brain was trying to think about what we were talking about there. Jared Troy says, here we go. This is going to be a nail-biter now. Absolutely, it's going to be a nail-biter. But can Valentine Holmes kick this from the sideline here? He can't get any further wide than this. Here he goes. He's going to miss it. 4-point game. He's going to miss it. 4-point game. Dan Rutley says, is the ref giving the Cowboys a leg up like they did to the Brisbane on Friday night, or is it all Cowboys in the comeback? Love your comment, mate. Love your comment. But we're not going to get into that one. But look, I think the Cowboys scored their first try, but this is in the first half off a forward pass, but off the play beforehand, or it's two plays beforehand, or whatever. But outside of that, they're getting a few calls that are in their favour, but I wouldn't say that they're getting force fed the game like a certain other team might have been at one point. Connor Asher says, when going to do the jersey giveaway, really want it. Man, like I said, if you want to win the brand new NRL jersey, firstly, you just need to be subscribed. We hit 9,000 subscribers just this week something. And also, you just need to be subscribed. The next video that I upload, not the next stream, the next video that I upload, you have to comment on it as soon as you possibly can, so have notifications on of how long you've been following the channel and who you support, and then I'll choose a random person to win the jersey. And then at 10,000, I'll give away another jersey. So subscribe if you're new, I need to. But yeah, I won't. It doesn't matter how long you've been supporting. If it's been 2 seconds, if it's today or yesterday or 3 years ago, it doesn't really matter. Just let me know how long you have been following, and there we go. But that's for the next video I upload. But fourth tackle over the Cowboys, 45 metres out from their own line. Tamalolo with the ball here, gets past the halfway point. Storm fan says it could be 24-26 to the Cowboys. Why? Oh, you're saying that's the full-time prediction? So left-hand side here, fifth tackle. Oh, here we go. Valentine Holmes kicks it through, and that's a nice little kick here. Oh, good take there by the Warriors. But really, you have to go back to a couple of dodgy plays by Reece Walsh, where his inexperience showed, and unfortunately cost the Warriors a try. Not the first try, though, that was disallowed. The first try that was disallowed was due to the fact that there was a knock-on from not Pompey. There was a knock-on from Josh Curran. But that was really unlucky there for the Warriors. That was a great play from Reece Walsh, but his inexperience showed in the next one that unfortunately prevented it from being a 14-point game. But here we go, the Warriors here, right-hand side. They're making some movements now at the 50-point line, at the 50 there on fourth tackle with 11.5 minutes to go. Here we go, waiting and left-hand side. Underneath, gives it off to the big forward, and he's just going to take it here to Brown. Connor Ash says, I'm a subscriber because I really want it. Good stuff, man. Thomas Watson says, if you could sign anyone for the Titans, who would it be? I would possibly go... I'd go Cleary. I'd just go Cleary. We need a good half. So right-hand side here, chance here. Reece Walsh is going to boot that bad boy up. Easy take, though. Easy take. And the Cowboys, Talangi, who's had a very good game today, will pick this bad boy up and get it out to about 30 minutes out from their own line. Trevor Daly says, looking forward to the next game, bro. I just have that feeling the Tigers will get the Drags today. I tipped the Tigers, as you guys would have seen on my Instagram story. I know I'm going crazy. But I have tipped the Tigers in today's game as a bit of an upset. So second tackle here for the Cowboys. They're 43 metres out from their own line here. And yet again, KO has messed up. Third tackle right now, 40 metres out. What a run from the Cowboys. They are coming strong. 10 minutes 45 to go here in the game. 4 points of difference. Granville, left-hand side here. Gets it off to McLean. Chance here for the Cowboys on the left-hand side. Valentine Holmes taken down. No, he gets the offload away. And they're going to get taken down to about 25 metres short here of the Warriors line on fourth tackle. They've been exciting in this second half, but the Warriors' defence is completely capitulated too. Great run there by Jason Taumalolo. You knew the run was coming from him just then. So 20 metres short here over the line. The Cowboys on fifth tackle. Can they get back into it here with an equalising try? Left-hand side. Here we go. Chance here. McLean, why are they giving it off to a forward? They're going to score here on the wing. Oh, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck last second puts his hand out and puts it down for a dropout. Oh my God, that was a chance there for the Cowboys. But Roger Tuivasa-Sheck with the game saver just now. Oh my goodness me. So, with 10 minutes to go here, the Cowboys are going to get a dropout from the Warriors. They were trying their best to get that, but Tuivasa-Sheck just flicks it and gets it out. So, it will be a dropout here. Now, how many likes are we on? We are currently on 78 likes, guys. 2 likes away from 80. Smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. But here we go. Dropout from the Warriors to the Cowboys. The Warriors have had a lot of really close Sunday games this year, in my opinion. But 9.5 minutes left here. Connor Ash says, are you going to go live for Dragons vs Tigers? Man, we go live for every single game. We've literally done 7 of the 8 games this week. So 9.5 minutes left. 30 minutes out for the Cowboys. But yes, we will be doing that Dragons and Tigers game right after this. Cowboys here, 20 metres out now from the Warriors line. Tohu Harris gets him down. Jared Troy says, this is intense. It is absolutely intense. Granville, here left-hand side. Drinkwater taken down, 9 metres short, third tackle. Considering the halftime score of 24-4, it's crazy to think the Warriors haven't scored a single point since halftime, and the Cowboys have scored 16 to get right back into it. So fourth tackle here, 2 metres short. Cowboys here, outside of the white. Right, they're going to have space here. Oh, he's lost the ball. Was that set restart too? Penalty. It's a penalty here for the Cowboys for offside against the Warriors. Wowee. Appreciate that, Causa. Malcolm says, if I win, can you get Tuivasa to sign my Warriors jersey? Well, I'm not in New Zealand. Oh, actually, he's in Central Coast. But no, because I'll be sending it straight to you, man. So 8.5 minutes to go here of the game. And that's going to be a penalty here to the Cowboys from right in front. He was offside there. He was offside. He was very offside, to be honest with you. So it was was he calling a set restart, or was he going to call a penalty? Because he had his arm out like this, so I thought he was calling a set restart. But either way, Cowboys lose the ball, and the Cowboys will get a fresh set of 6 right now, regardless. What a tackle, though, from Josh Curran, though. If it wasn't a penalty, that was an absolutely game-saving tackle there from Josh Curran. Jared Ford says, had to go feed the goats. What's happened, Warriors? Exactly right, man. They've gone to feed the goats. That's what they've gone to do. Shows on YouTube says lol tables have turned. They have. So we're just waiting here for an injury right now, guys. 8.5 minutes left at 24-22. The Warriors. But they're not looking the goods. They are collapsing as we speak. So left-hand side, Granville gets it out. Taken down 5 metres short. Here is Cohen Hess. He's going to be 3 metres short. He's had a massive fall from grace from how good he used to be a few years ago. First tackle here for the Cowboys. Warriors trying to save their lives right now, but the Granville pass goes back 25 metres. And they went from the 2 metres out to 26 metres out from that bad pass from Granville. So second tackle here for the Cowboys. They're going to be plenty of metres away now, but Taumalolo is going to get you those metres right on back. He's going to get to the 10-metre line right there, about 12 metres short. So third tackle here for the Cowboys, 24-20 is the score, 7 minutes 50 to go here of the game. Can the Cowboys equalise right now or potentially even take the lead if they get a conversion? Which is crazy to say considering half-time. Fourth tackle here for the Cowboys, 10 metres out here from the line. Blaze says, oh no, Cowboys. Fourth tackle, left-hand side, chance here. Here we go. Oh, that's a forward pass. Cowboys throw a forward pass. So the Warriors will get off again. Luckily enough, they will get off again. There's still 7.5 minutes to go, but the Warriors will be getting the ball 10 metres out from their own line. Fizz says, who do you think is the best player this year so far? Best player this year so far? I've really enjoyed watching Jerome Luai with the Panthers. I'm not going to lie to you. I've really enjoyed it. I think he's been the best half in that team this year. I know Cleary is there, but I think he's really impressed me this year. There's been a lot of good players, though. Fafita's been good, but he has also disappeared at times. Brian to O, sorry. I'll go Brian to O. Brian to O has been the best player this year, especially even though he's a winger, he has been clearing out the best winger in the competition by a long way. He's a meter reader. He just breaks tackles for fun. He scores tries every game. He's an unbelievable player. I think Brian to O has been the best player this year, regardless of position. Blaze YouTube says, no, the Cowboys. GFN Hunter says, I thought the Warriors would flog the Cowboys. Well, they were up 24-4 at halftime, man. The Warriors were up 24-4 at halftime. I know now it is 24-20, but at halftime it was a different damn well story, my friend. It was a different story, but now, gee whiz, here we go. Brendan Westing says, Tamalolo was enough for me to pick the Cowboys for this one. Oh, knock on for the Warriors. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. The Cowboys will get the ball here 35 metres out from the Warriors line. That's a bad mistake. That is a bad mistake there. What a tackle, though. Slams on the ground. And he must be trying to get up quickly. I don't understand why you're trying to get up quickly there, my man. I don't really know why you're trying to get up quickly there, considering that you're up by 4 and you want to slow this play down. The Cowboys are coming strong. You don't need to get up quickly there. You just need to get up and slow the play down and grind it out. But second half completion rate, 16 from 17 for the Cowboys, 8 from 14 for the Warriors, 94% completion rate for the Cowboys to 57% for the Warriors in the second half. Now, the first half was completely different. First half was really bad. Cowboys knocked it on like 4 or 5 times. It felt like 6, 7, 8, 12, but apparently it was only 4. But yeah, the first half was bad for the Cowboys, but they are right back in this one. Second tackle here, 25 metres out from the Warriors line. Left-hand side here. Chance here again for the Cowboys. They're going out to Valentine Holmes. He steps in the inside, but good tackle there. Good tackle there. Dingo says, hey, Blaze, hello, mate. How you doing? Third tackle here for the Cowboys. 15 metres out. Gets back to Tamalolo here. The big meter eater. Gets out about 8 metres short here of the line. 4 tackle. 5.5 minutes to go here. That's a knock on from Tamalolo. Good defense there from the Warriors. Good defense there from the Warriors. They do have a challenge if they want to use it. You do have a challenge if you want to use it. Considering there's only 5 minutes to go, you may as well. They will use a challenge. This is going to give you guys time to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here, because we are on our way to 10,000 subscribers, but there will be a captain's challenge right now to see if he puts his knee in, and he does put his knee in, but is that enough for a penalty here? Does he put his knee? I don't think he deliberately puts his knee in there. Tamalolo's lifting the ball up here. The knee does jolt it out, though. Ooh, I think that's going to be enough to call a penalty here. I think there's going to be enough to give a penalty here. The knee jolts forward. I think that's going to be enough to give a penalty. Wow, that's a big call. I think that's a big call there. The knee is going forward. I think that should have probably been... I think it probably should have been a penalty to the Cowboys, but the Warriors are going to get off there, so the challenge will be unsuccessful. I would disagree with that call. I think that probably should have been a penalty. But Emmy Everingham says, can we watch? Unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, it is illegal for me to show you the game live. The best I can do is tell you what's going on. It is illegal for anybody on YouTube to show it. But with 5 minutes to go here, the Warriors have the ball on their own 10-metre line. Now they're back to the 5-metre because that was a shocking little run back just now. But there's still 4 points difference here. Thank you very much, Matt Time 1977 for subscribing. Appreciate you. Penalty here for the Warriors, and they're going to get out of trouble here. Now, there's a long way to go on this game. Well, it's no long way to go here for only a 4-point difference, is what I'm going to say. But with 4 minutes 48, the Cowboys can't be giving away a penalty like that to get the Warriors out of trouble. Jared Troy says, do I have to pay to subscribe or is it for free? I don't know how that works. No, man, subscribing is free. Subscribing is absolutely free. Subscribing just obviously helps me to grow the channel, whilst also you guys get notifications, if you put the notification on, for when I upload and when I'm streaming and stuff like that. So it helps you guys out. And yeah, it's completely free, man. You don't pay nothing. Declan Smith says, the amount of people that ask if you can show it is pissing me off. I get that they are new, but I'm hard to please. Man, the bigger we get, the more people will ask. You should see. Actually, funnily enough, boxing streams don't get many people asking for it, which is a lot. But with NRL, a lot of people in Australia don't understand it's illegal. But in America, obviously, they also understand, and boxing understand. But second tackle here, you just get used to it. Warriors here, 45 metres out here from the Cowboys line. If they can score a try here, it is game over. If they can get a 2-pointer, that'd be a big play. Wouldn't be game over, though. It would be a 6-point game. So here we go, left-hand side here. Reece Walsh gives it off. Two of us are check inside. Taken down, 25 metres short here of the Cowboys line. 4 tackle. FNQ Actor Adventures, just hit the subscribe button. Jared, exactly right. Oh, yes, love it. From Zakynthos in Greece. This guy's always here. Appreciate you there all the way in Greece, man. Fifth tackle here for the Warriors. They're 12 metres short here of the Cowboys line. Benny Murdoch-Masila with a good run there. Wade Egan, left-hand side here. Can they put it to bed? Reece Walsh underneath. Oh, that's a try. That's a knock-on for the Cowboys. Knock-on from the Cowboys there, unfortunately. So it will be a... knock-on for the Warriors, apparently. Okay, I didn't see that. I thought that was a knock-on from the Cowboys. But there's going to be Cowboys ball here, 5 metres out from their own, or 10 metres out from their own line. Agnes Wongsy says, I've got a 16-leg multi for 27,000, just waiting for Warriors to win and Dragons with it. Might cash out early. Thoughts? I think I would personally cash out after this game if the Warriors do win this, because I've tipped the Tigers. I know it's crazy, but the Tigers have a very good record in Wollongong, and Michael Maguire has a very good record against the Dragons as the coach for the Tigers. The Dragons are favourites for a reason. They should be favourites. They're at home and they have been the better team so far this year. I just would be very careful about that game. Very careful. But the Cowboys here, the Warriors aren't home yet. The Cowboys taken down inside the attacking half, 45 metres out from the Warriors line. Arguably should be a set restart there for the Cowboys in my opinion, for Cody Nikorima coming over the top there. 4th tackle here. There's still 2.5 minutes left here. What is Drinkwater doing? This is a terrible play, dude. You got 2 minutes to go. That was the most waste of space of 10 seconds I've ever seen. Jess Shooten says, let's go the Warriors. Left-hand side, Valentine Holmes going to boot this little bad boy up, and that's actually going to be a good kick. It bounces this way. No, it bounces the wrong way. It'll be a 7-tackle set here for the Warriors. Now, the Cowboys will more than likely get about a full set here still. The Cowboys will get about a full set to go, but they're going to have to go. That was a terrible set there from the Cowboys. Like, that was one of the worst sets you are ever going to see. Come on, guys. 5 likes away from 100. Let's go. 5 likes away from 100. Hit that thumbs up button. But here we go. 2 minutes to go. 0 tackle for the Warriors. Reece Walsh going up the left-hand side here. You don't need to go energy. You don't need to bring energy. You don't need to bring too much here for the Warriors. You just need to slow it down, get through your set, get tackled on 5th, 5 metres out from the Cowboys line. You've probably won the game there because the Cowboys shouldn't be going 95 metres to win the game. But 24-20 here, very close one, considering it was 24-4 at halftime to the Warriors. 2nd tackle for the Warriors, getting past the halfway point and slammed his Murdoch-Masila. 3rd tackle. Slow it down, Warriors. Slow it down. You got only a minute and a half to get through. The Cowboys will get a full set. You just need to slow it down right now. So 4 tackle. That's a good run there by Tohu Harris, though. 4 tackle for the Warriors. They're 33 metres out here from the Cowboys line, and Nikorima will be taken down about 22 metres out. If I'm the Warriors here, I probably get tackled on 5th. I get tackled on 5th, or you just kick it out over the sideline. 2 of us are checked down the right-hand side, gets tackled on 5th. Good call. That's a good leadership call there. So the Cowboys will have 1 minute and 5 seconds to go 90 metres to try and win this game or even equalise. Granville gets it outside here. And it's going to be Cowboys here, still out about 12 metres short here from their own line. They've got 55 seconds to go the length of the field. Valentine Holmes picks it up. McLean, they need to get better than the forwards right now. You can't be giving it to the forwards right now. Fatima says, hi, FNQ Actor Adventures. No, he's a good bloke, that causer. Thank you very much to whoever just became a member of the BKRmy. Appreciate you, my dudes. The 3rd tackle here for the Cowboys. They're about 30 metres out from their own line. They need 70 metres to try and tie this game up or win it. They need a miracle. Tamalolo gets it out back. Drinkwater underneath, and they're going to be 35 metres out from their own line. Still 30 seconds left. They've still got 2 tackles to go, but with only 26 seconds left, they need a lot more. Why are you giving it to Tamalolo? Like, what are the Cowboys doing? Why are you giving it to Tamalolo to make a run up on fourth tackle there? With 17 seconds left and 60 metres out, you need to score here. Drinkwater out to the left-hand side here. Drinkwater goes out. Talangi's going to kick it inside. He's going to kick it inside here. The Cowboys have a chance if the bounce is the right way, and the Warriors will win. The Warriors are away here. The Warriors are away. He's away here. Kenny Mamalo. Mamalo gets out to about 40 metres out, and that's the game. What a win by the Warriors. Very, very shithouse second half in the Warriors, but they will hold on to win 24-20. My God, what a game. My God, what a game. The Warriors will sneak it in the end. They were up 24-4 at halftime, but they will just sneak home with it in the end, 24-20. Now, guys, I'm going to jump off for now. I'll be on in 5 minutes' time for the Tigers-Dragons game, but wowee, that was a fantastic one. So, guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. We do every game here on BKR Sport, so I hope you are ready for a big season. But now we are jumping across for the Dragons and Tigers game, which is going to probably be another little interesting battle there. And yeah, this is going to be a tough one to predict, but appreciate you guys as always. Subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.